Don't say wow. Okay.
I want to say it.
I do kind of want to say it though. Oh! Oh my!
Wow, move over.
Oh! You said it! Oh! You said it!
Can I ask you a question off rip? Do you think he's going bald?
Be honest.
Like, there's potential.
Yeah.
I could see you brushing it forward.
Potential to keep
I can
this,
see you brushing it forward.
potential to keep this lovely head of hair.
Bit of wax just to keep it over.
We're actually 2 for 2
I feel
on
like you're
guests.
pretty good.
Oh, I'm thick.
You got a thick hairline.
But the moment one hair falls in the shower,
And you
it's like finsta ride.
London.
What do you
he has London heritage,
Not London.
and so he's able to see. Asa can
We're just
see-
skipping over that he's lying.
What?
It's not London. Where's
I'm a filthy Scotsman.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
That's gross, right?
Scots are known for going bald.
yeah, it's their
That's
favorite.
their
No,
main
you made that
export.
up. You made that up.
They invented
like-
going bald. The first bald man was Scottish.
Look, welcome back.
Welcome to the yard.
to the Yard podcast, starring good friend Asa Butterfield.
What's up, guys?
How you doing?
Thank you. I'm very well.
I actually have. I don't know if you remember this, but the first time we met was at a Beyond the Summit event, and Zipper2 off camera just now is big fan of sex education, and she was really excited that you were at the event. And I was like, oh well, I'll like get a conversation started in some sort. And the only conversation we had at the event was I talked to you about bidets, and we went Insta. Like I talked about your asshole maybe within the first 3 seconds of knowing you, and you were very down to have that conversation. The problem was that she wasn't. She didn't really know how to engage in a conversation about your asshole, and so she didn't really get to talk to you at all. So that was the first time we met. I was just wondering if you remember that.
I vaguely.
Yeah, I was just like, hey, use the
That doesn't
bidets here.
surprise
I'm
me
like,
that-
use the bidets here. You're like, oh yeah.
Yeah, no,
That's a fan.
it was this extremely candid conversation because I was actually so charmed because Asa remembered me because we worked on I was doing a
Bald.
producing. Fuck up. I wasn't bald by then.
He wasn't bald
at
yet.
the
He
time.
still had hair.
No,
He
you
still
remember
had
that
hair.
because he was like that guy's got a
This is
month.
a new thing?
Because you had to
God
squint
damn it.
squint his eyes when you walked in the building.
We
You
were-
hit a light in a weird way.
I was producing a comedy piece.
He saw you today and he was like, "That's exactly how I pictured it."
I was producing a comedy piece, and we had this idea. I was like, "Oh, Ace Butterfield's here because he came for the event just to hang out." And me and Dan were like, "Hey, wonder if he'd be down to get in." And so we have this shot of him, and it's extremely funny. You killed the line. You did great. And then he
Thank you.
remembered that, and I was so charmed.
Of course, man.
I'm very can I be honest? Can this be an honest
once.
circle?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm a little nervous.
Wow.
When you came in, I didn't say hi because I was like, how do I deal? You guys saw Ross.
Why are you
line.
nervous?
I don't know. Because you know what? I don't know.
Wait, I can explain it because
Slam's afraid of
I was
theater.
also nervous because what I did.
Because you were fucking late? Because you make guys like this wait?
No, I felt good about that.
They're-
I was big timing them.
They were both late, to be fair.
What I did is I looked up your Instagram, and you have like almost 6 million followers and like millions of likes, and I was like, oh my god, it's a big deal. But then I went to his Twitter, and I was like, oh dude, this is just like a smasher. He quote retweeted the Panic Controller, and he's like, looks good.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, he's just a nerd that happens to be a successful actor.
Yeah, that's
We talk about it a lot where it's like, you'll say something like, because you're on Liquid, technically, right? And
Yeah.
and that's cool. You announced it, and you're like, you're in the gaming space.
all
and
the
stuff like that.
replies have no idea what I'm talking about.
It's like,
Whenever
come
I
to
talk about
Brazil.
Smash or
No,
games,
that's
they're like, "What is this?"
That's the most common thread when we talked about you coming on the show. Was this you tweet like any normal guy or gamer does, and then in the replies
You're like, yes, MKLeo clutched it out again. And someone's just like, fucking please come to Brazil. I'm begging you.
I looked at your most recent tweet today. It was about Jackass because I thought it was funny because we had just watched that movie too. And then the first reply is posting a scene of you kissing somebody in Sex Education.
Yeah.
That's so. Oh my god.
Do you like
Yeah.
Twitter or Instagram more?
Well, you just took your
I don't
Instagram
know.
down for a little, right?
I just deleted the app
Yeah.
because, and I actually deleted Twitter as well. I don't really like either of them hugely.
Sure.
If I had to pick one, probably Twitter.
Mhm.
I think you can crack jokes on Twitter a bit easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's a little more like your voice than just here's me in a picture. But I hate Instagram. I'm terrible at
It's
it.
just so funny how disconnected the people who follow you are to the things that you're into outside of acting.
Yeah.
Because you'll just post anything, and they're just like, I love you so much. and I don't know what you're talking about.
How do you reconcile that? Do you think about
I
it?
just don't I just don't go there. Like I just don't try not to like scroll through it because there's some shit on
We
that
are not the
website.
same. I read every comment and I reply to them to this day. I'll be like, go fuck yourself. To this day, I would not make it.
Your
I think the difference is-
mentality with Twitter is already reaching like a breaking point now. Imagine if you had his following.
I'd be so.
And
I'd be
then-
so busy.
Yeah.
Somebody would post, like some girl would post under like a tweet you made, like please come hang out with me, and you'd tell them to fuck off.
Oh, I would just be like, that's not what the point of this thread is, and this is like, this makes no sense. In the context of this, it's just annoying, and you're being annoying, and it's like,
you will
You
never
gotta let
meet
it be.
me
It's,
ever.
it's gotta be like a one-way thing. As soon as it starts coming back, then it's
You're-
a slippery slope.
You're parasocial.
I'm not parasocial.
with
No,
your
he's the-
followers.
Wait, isn't
No,
he
I'm
the
not
opposite of
parasocial.
parasocial?
Yeah, no, 'cause
it's
he
the
keeps-
opposite of
Because he keeps
parasocial.
reaching out to them and talking to them.
I don't reach
You're
out
using
to them.
the incorrect.
Yeah,
This is not
He's
the correct definition of the
parasocial.
word.
We're not.
Look,
That's insane.
I think the difference maybe is like Slime is like fuck off, and it's just like a 27-year-old guy who is just like into the show. If Ace says fuck off, it's kind of like it might be a 14-year-old girl.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. And she'll be
crushed.
upset for
And
a
it'll
long-
ruin her like
Oh
entire high
my
school.
god.
Yeah, it'll hurt.
That would have ruined them. You should do it once. Just to find out.
Here's something. I had this idea, so it's a bit of an icebreaker, and I think this is important because we are Americans and we have come to your land.
My local. This is like my local pub.
Is it really?
Yeah, I was here not even 2 days ago.
How is that when you come through? I'm sure it's kind of
I
like
was
the
sat
same,
over there.
the same theme, but it's like, do you come through and it's like, oh, it's Asa time and everyone knows, or you're just like you chill in the back?
Oh, like
Right.
a pub?
Yeah, what I'm saying is like, how's the vibe when you're hanging out as hi, I'm Asa
Do
Butterfield.
people respect you? Or are they weird?
Like for the most part, people was like super chill about it.
Yeah.
And especially like around here, no one really gives a shit. Like,
Sure.
people just got so much else going on. I can kind of walk down the street and it's fine. But going to like town, like central London, then it gets a bit more kind of out. But everyone's super nice about it.
So have you peed in the trough in the bathroom?
Here,
Yeah.
yeah.
Dude, it scared me. I went into the bathroom.
You don't like a trough?
It's
huh?
just a trough.
What?
It's not disconnected. It's a wide for like six
Wait,
men.
do you guys not have that
We
in America?
do.
No.
That's the thing. We do
We-
have
Yeah,
troughs.
Yeah, I'm
Wait,
sure
what?
you do.
Where?
I
Places
can't
we
believe
do,
you
yeah.
lived for
Give me
26
one
years.
place
you've
where
never
there's
been
a
in
trough. Give me one place.
A venue, like a concert venue in Seattle.
Okay, that was oddly
A
specific.
restaurant.
Almost everywhere has specific urinals that maybe have a
he's-
separator. or
You
don't.
also
right.
have been to Europe a ton.
Yeah, I
because
go
of
to
your family.
France, and then
Yeah,
it's
they
way
have
no, it's
troughs.
way different
Yeah,
in
you're
France.
just like,
That's where he
yeah,
uses the
I go to
bidet.
France, and
Yeah.
like there's dirt roads, and it's fine.
It's different in France. There's like the bidet that shoots up the water, and you walk over after pooping, and it's a different whole thing. It's great in
You're
France.
oddly specific for a guy who is like drinking out of a bidet with your mouth.
That's true.
He's done this on video.
Yeah. For $20 though.
You
20
smile.
bucks.
You were so proud of that smile when you said that.
$20, you know, I'll still do it.
No, you would
know what?
not. No, you would not.
Fucking wouldn't.
I
Here's
would.
why. No, because we're staying in this Airbnb that's like really nice.
Oh
it's
my
like
God.
3 bedrooms for 6 people. It's like 2 people per bed, like normal people. He's like, I don't want to live like a smasher, bro. And he goes and stays in his own hotel, shows a goddamn leather jacket. He's telling me he's gonna drink out of a bidet now.
Okay, here's
Dude.
what.
You did
You're
no.
a
I'll
piece of
defend you.
shit.
I'll defend you. We were at Connor and Schlatt's. He set up the bidet, and you did it. You drank out of it again. He did it the
Was
two
any
times.
cameras rolling?
Yeah.
No, he's
Was that like mouth to tap, or did you fill up a cup?
It was shooting, and it was like
You know
the
what? You
arc,
know, like
and
a
I was
school. You know, like a school water fountain
Yeah.
when it's like some kids just kind of do one of those.
Yeah,
He was.
Real
He was
noi-
just.
the noisy
He had to like
drinkers.
stretch his lips so he could get it all the way over.
the water couldn't come out fast enough. I was
Yeah.
like Kirby in the new ad.
Yeah,
I had
yeah.
the whole mouth over, and I was just like sucking. And I was like, the water doesn't exit.
I went Kirby on the bidet.
Yeah, get a little nuts. And
yeah, there's nothing wrong with a trough.
and
dude.
also, I did not say you live in some smash brothel. I got a recommendation
Not
for a
what he-
hotel.
no, you told Nick I don't want to like
You
live
said you
like
don't
a
wanna
what I
do
smasher.
is-
specifically
like a
said
smasher.
is I think Anthony orders places to live like a smasher, and Aiden agreed with me.
Are you?
No, I said I think that's fair. We booked this place. We booked this place like we would when we went to Smash tournaments all the time.
Mhm.
I feel like it's the same level of.
This is also so classic, by the way. To like we have like a Netflix actor on the show, and
bickering.
I don't think we've talked to him once.
You got some shit to say. Oh, my icebreaker. All right.
Oh yeah.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
what-
Let's circle back. Troughs, Fine. You're
Yeah.
afraid of male sexuality.
I am.
Clearly.
Men scare me.
Okay, the second part.
You should try it. The trough.
If I have
I was gonna
to,
say,
I'll drink this, and if you want to pee with me in the trough later, we can make it happen.
Okay, let's go have a swim.
Okay, so we've been in this beautiful magical land of swords and dragons, and we have a problem where we talk like British people disrespectfully.
He's using "we" really
Oh,
incorrectly.
you don't do it.
No, I do Australian.
He's been
Oh,
doing
you
it.
do Australian.
Oi, oi, gaba. Which is
Oh.
fine in this land because we don't respect Australians here.
Okay, true, but listen, I think for give us like 10 seconds.
Uh-huh.
We get all of our accents out,
Oh.
and that means we don't do accents for the rest of the episode as respect to Asa.
And then
here.
could you rank who has the best and the worst?
I would be happy to.
But we need to do it all at once,
We're
like
like
in
a Friends
like a-
episode when they play all of them over each other.
Do you guys do like British accents? Is that like one of your things?
It's loosely. You could say that.
We do it at home. Like if we're getting coffee, it's like, oh, come get coffee with me. I've said it every morning.
We is so strong. We
Yeah.
is so strong.
He does use "we" a lot because I don't say that.
Okay. So on the count of
I mean, that was like sort of like 60s Cockney, like. That
Michael
would-
Caine.
Oh,
It
you're,
was a bit.
you're really validating
Yeah.
him in a way
Michael
that is gonna
Caine.
live with him.
I'm giving him something.
Yeah.
That's right.
All right.
That's
So you,
right.
so you
Go on,
want
down the
to
line.
get it all out?
Down the line.
Go down the line. Start with Nick. Go down the
Sure,
line.
Go
Yeah.
down the line.
Give me a sentence. Go.
I didn't know we were doing this
Bust
one at a time.
He's not prepared.
Oi, oi, love.
Very good. All right, here we go. Oh, I'm fucking James Bond. Oh, I'm fucking shagging Judi Dench. Oh, it's a big fucking secret.
He looks
They don't-
disgusted. He looks disgusted
killing
with you.
You sound like sort of Russell Brand.
Don't fucking tell anyone where I've been fucking shagging.
It is a little. Yeah.
This is-
He's
it's
been watching
so
Russell's
violent.
YouTube, I
The
guess.
accent is so violent.
So angry.
I know.
Yeah, that's James Bond.
Talk like
Nah, James Bond doesn't talk like that.
Yeah.
He's
Oh,
pod.
you lad. Just finished killing the man. What a shag. That's classic Bond, dude.
All right,
He's
Ludwig.
actually going to apply for
That
the
counts as
Bond.
Ludwig.
Hi there, morning pussy.
Dude, we're gonna get fucking kicked out.
This is not
I don't
good.
blame him.
I thought I had it, dude. I threw up my hands.
You thought you had
I
it.
thought I
You thought you
had
had
it. I gotta be top 2.
Oh fuck.
Well, it's practice.
You're the
Pretend
only-
we're in the
you're the
car.
only
Pretend
English
we're in the
guy
car
here.
at home.
It is more
What is
embarrassing.
What is Brexit? Are they going to close the fire department?
You're like such a posh schoolboy. You're like an 8-year-old.
All
You're
right.
so posh.
Now Asa has to do his one American.
That's right,
And we can
yeah.
get out of this
Hey,
segment.
before he does it, every time our friend Josh says every time, or Mike says every time someone does an American accent that's like British, they sound like JFK, which I think is really funny.
Wait, you're an actor. You've certainly done a role before where you're American, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been paid to do an American accent.
Yeah. So, the,
So I would hope it's okay.
it should
Yeah.
be. They gave you money for it,
Here's the
Hey.
scene: I'm the president, you're my son.
and I have to kiss you on the mouth or the
Yeah,
world
just
blows up.
for 7 seconds. Oh, okay.
All right.
And I'm going in and I'm breaking some news to you. Well, what's up? Hey, it's all good. You could go through. Yeah, all good. This is a semi-active space. All right. Son, here's the thing. I can't go with you because there's a war going on and I got to be the president. You're my adult son.
Okay. There's a war. What did you start the war for?
It's a great question. He's much
Holy
more
shit.
reasonable as a human.
Dude, he had this southern drawl on too. That was
I can't
good.
tell.
That
where
was not
person's
intentional.
from.
That was good.
I
It
can't
was-
tell where
it
that
was
person's
not.
from.
Yeah.
They're not from LA.
He's American
No.
See,
hard.
whenever
son.
they ask me to do an American accent, I just try and make it as like generic as possible. 'Cause as soon as you try and do
Yeah.
like a southern or like a New York accent, people from New York be like, "That doesn't
They're
sound
like,
right."
I love hamburgers.
You gotta go really like nondescript.
That was good.
That was
yeah,
good.
it was
Nondescript.
like
Good.
Right there. That was pretty.
That
Yeah.
was good.
I was like a Texas. We were a Texas
A
son
light,
and son
a
and
light
father.
Texas drawl.
You're a bad president, by the
No,
way.
I'm not a bad. I needed to do that. The war was
All right.
necessary.
Now go through who do you think British wise?
Who had the best?
Yeah.
I might give it to Slime just for
Oh.
the, just for the commitment.
Oh.
He fully embodied it. He had it in his
Wow.
arms and
This
his
is, the,
legs.
this is the guy who was just running through the streets of London with the Austin Powers theme song literally playing in his head. And he was just pushing people around.
I just mobbed people. I picked up kids.
It's like random people.
Yeah, not a person.
That'd be terrible.
Just Aiden.
Yeah, that's fair.
This is when we were walking over. I was thinking about this earlier. We were walking over to the pub today, just walking by homes. Out front in somebody's yard, there's just an open porn magazine,
Dude.
just in the yard of
We
somebody's
literally-
house.
It said like wank tonight.
Yeah.
It was crazy. I was like, who's wanking in the front
It
yard?
was somebody's,
It's not okay.
Somebody's just ripping it in the front yard.
That's hello here.
It's just the mail. Yeah, it was crazy.
It's the what?
The mail.
The mail, as in
Shit,
like.
he's gonna take it back. MAIL.
Just like the mail, it comes to the porn magazine.
That's. I was just making sure that's what you said.
Thank God.
That's all right.
Just
So,
a bit of a chump check.
Can I be? Maybe I'm the only one here. I haven't seen a single thing that you've done. Actually, not out of some sort of protest that's just never crossed my path.
That's all right.
No, I haven't either, but also in protest.
That's actually
Fuck you.
really surprising.
I'm protesting gamers who are actors.
They have to pick. It's either gaming or
It's
acting.
like
Yeah.
it's like him and the guy from The Witcher.
I will say though,
Oh, what? Fucking Henry Cavill?
Yeah. He also hates Henry because he's
Mhm.
just talking about video games all the time.
Yeah, it's
We-
just too much.
you are in this like beautiful zone because you've been acting for a super long time. Where we've had certain people we've told we're coming here to do this. We're like, oh, it's Asa Butterfield, and they freak out and they're like huge fans of sex education, like our age, etc. And then there's other people like I've just never heard of that actor. But then there's people like Zipper 2's grandmother who also freaked out and was naming all of your older movies.
We call her Zipper Epsilon.
And yeah, you're in like this interesting zone where it's like there's like people who I guess like a question I would have is like, is mostly what you get recognized for on the street today like sex education?
Yeah, it is now.
Yeah.
I think that's
Before
just
that, what was it?
Netflix is just so huge.
Yeah, yeah.
Like you do something on that and you can watch it anywhere in the world, like at any time.
Mm-hmm.
And the show was a huge success, and because it's British, particularly in the UK, everyone watched it.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you're like my age or older, it was kind of
Yeah, the UK's small.
UK is small. It's like smaller than Texas.
Tommy and it's like a celebrity here.
Yeah.
He's like a big, like everybody recognizes him
That's
because it's
great.
like small and he's like 20 million subscribers and there's like, what, 13 million people in the UK? Is that totally
Well,
off base?
It's
30
like-
million?
No, it's like 65.
I think it's
65
60
million.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm a little
You're
off.
not-
I'm a
yeah.
little off
To
on
be
some
clear,
Is
it's
this
numbers.
what I
close.
sound like when I'm just guessing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you're
It's
like.
We are the
crazy.
same. We're the
I
same.
shouldn't do that anymore.
Well, that's hype.
Before-
I saw you
before-
in Ender's Game, but you were a
Sick.
kid.
I was a kid.
Is that weird?
I was like 15.
Wait, how
that
old
was
are
the
you?
that was the first film I did where I had an American accent.
Really?
Actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you have to get like a coach for that?
Uh-huh.
Oh shit.
Yeah, dialect coach.
Was your dialect coach American or just someone who
No,
understands?
he was American.
Yeah.
But you kind of get people from all over.
Yeah.
I could be a dialect coach.
No, you could not.
I could.
Slime
just-
has-
But it wouldn't be for American, it'd be for British.
Shit. I can't do it. I'm sorry. There needs to be
yeah.
a jar for money.
I embarrassingly thought you were American. It was like the Tom Holland bit. You ever see that where he does the interview and the guy's like, I thought you were American because he's British in the interview.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, no, I'm pretending. He's
Same
like, how
thing
do you
with
do that?
You Lori.
Same
I
thing
didn't
with
know.
Andrew
When
Garfield.
you're in America, when I'm working in America, I do just start talking in American accent even when I'm not working.
Really?
You kind of get to a bit of a chameleon,
Yeah.
and you just start
Like
imitating the
you do
people
that
around
socially because people are doing it around you, or you do it to practice.
you. You do it subconsciously.
I see.
Like I'm not
Yeah.
even aware of it, and then I'll
Mm.
sort of just start slipping into slight American. I came back after doing Ender's Game. I came back home, got into my school, and everyone was like, "Why do you sound like American?" Like, and my little sister, 3 at the time, came back and she sounded like she was from New Orleans. Because that's where we were shooting. She was
Wow.
like 3 years old, and she's like, "My name's Loxy."
Oh God, your
Like-
your brain's such a sponge at that point too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was asking this question on the plane over here. Like, at what age, when you go to another country, do you like just not pick the accent up? Like, if I turn 30 and then I go move to London for the rest of my life, will I gain an accent?
I think
No.
it's more of a.
But people,
It's
I
not
don't.
even
I think some-
necessarily about age, actually.
I think some people are just more prone to it. Like
Yeah.
there are people. There's a name for it. It's something to do with if you speak to someone who maybe they don't speak English or they got a different accent, you will change your voice.
Code
It's
switching?
code switching.
Is that Is that
Yeah.
what it is?
I do it when I go to France, but then, like I'll come back to America. I'll be like, oh, excuse me, if I like bump into someone, instead of
they just call you a pussy.
yeah,
Yeah.
fucking Frenchie, they pie me.
What's crazy is that the rest of the time when you're in America, when you aren't doing it, you're just doing Japanese,
Yeah.
a language you don't know.
Well,
don't know
I've been
Japanese.
reading One Piece, so I'm kind of.
Oh yeah, you're in there.
Yeah, sumimasen.
Are you a weeb, Asa?
Am I weeb?
You
I mean,
have to be.
I've watched quite a lot of anime.
What's your favorite?
Hunter x Hunter.
Classic. And he's a true weeb because he said Hunter x Hunter and not Hunter x Hunter because the X is silent, and he already knew that.
Like lasagna.
Yeah. Yeah. It is like that.
Finally, some recognition.
Real X's move in silence.
Yeah.
Like
Lil Wayne said
lasagna,
that,
I
yeah.
don't know. Yeah. How old are you? I'm curious.
How old do you think I am?
I got this.
Wait,
Wait.
I think you're 27.
Yeah. Wait.
I think. Wait,
That's
hold
a
on.
raw guess.
Boy in the striped pajamas. 26.
No.
Well, 28.
What's
It's
your guess?
close.
He's my age.
You are.
April 1st, 1997.
Oh, you son of a.
Wow, a Wikipedia
Oh
reader.
my god, you looked it up. you
Creep.
piece of shit.
Yeah.
You piece of
Oh,
shit.
you- wait,
I looked it up.
24?
Yeah, I'm 24.
Holy
That's
shit.
fucked up. I'm so old.
About to be 25
You're
on his way
Aiden's
out.
age.
Wait,
I did
what?
not know I was older than you. That's crazy.
This is gonna happen to you.
Look
I thought we were
Look
the
at
same.
him
No
closely.
shot.
That's not going to happen
This
to
is
him.
gonna happen to you.
I'm sorry,
He came
man.
in, the first thing he says to me is, "Guy, I have such thick hair." That was like one of the first things he said.
It
Like, it's just so thick and healthy.
He also got a haircut today, and it looks like he could still get another haircut.
Yeah.
It grew since the haircut.
I actually punched a hole in the wall after I heard that.
We've still got some. If you're like.
Oh, yeah?
yeah.
If you want a bit of a snack,
Tape
yeah.
it to my
a bit of like a jackass
Do you
thing
think-
where
do
you.
you think if I bagged some of your hair on the floor and like, I
Don't
could
do
sell
that.
it on eBay?
Don't do that.
Immediately said, don't do that.
How much do you think I could get for it on eBay? It's like sex education star Asa Butterfield's real hair.
You wouldn't want to.
I don't know.
I
I
think
don't even want to
Butterfield
think about the
more.
answer to that.
I'd get more money for my hair.
Yeah, because you could market it well. You would self
Well,
market
yeah,
it
'cause
when
he
he
would
doesn't
be
give a fuck.
respectful and be like, "Don't buy it," and I'd be like, "God, come on, fuckers! He wants a little hair."
So we were talking earlier before we started rolling about my condition.
It's not a condition.
Does it always come back to his hair?
yeah,
Like,
does,
every episode.
yeah,
Every
that's-
episode.
Yeah.
Also, this is a condition. This is a condition. Pectus excavatum.
excavatum.
I have a hole in my chest.
Oh, wow.
I was born with a sternum loss and an inverted rib cage. That's
You've
a
also
condition.
got a very bald belly.
Yeah.
Does
He's
that,
You're
right.
like a
is,
naked mole rat, he said.
Yeah.
is that British for something else?
You're like, you're
Is
just
that like
big-
common parlance?
No, I'm just commenting.
Yeah. Yeah, I
It's
do.
making friendly combo,
I
man.
do. I do have that. And it you know,
And you got some tight ass
I
pants.
just can't grow a hair. They're not that tight.
You got some tight ass pants.
They're
He's got
normal
thick
tight.
thighs, man.
Yeah, you got some
I
cannons.
do have thunder thighs.
Yeah.
I can pistol squat though.
I know you can pistol squat.
You can't.
What's a pistol?
I-
Oh, is that like a one-legged?
Don't
Yeah.
want-
Can
don't
you
let
demonstrate?
Yeah.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
What if I fail right here?
Oh wow,
That's
Dude,
impressive.
What the fuck?
Oh, come on, dude.
Imagine,
can't do that.
Look
I was gonna
great.
say something. I just I
What did your
forgot
song
it. It's
say?
gone.
Rage?
It's
I didn't want you.
my
to do
princess
this.
socks.
Lovely.
Oh my, those are sick.
Yeah.
Those are pretty cool.
Those are kind of
Honestly.
swag.
I'm fitted and
That's cute.
kitted today. I try hard in London. No Crocs here. You Croc man? You any Crocs?
I actually got a pair of Crocs for Christmas.
Really?
This year. Yeah.
Do you use them? Do you like them?
I do like them. I'd always hated on them,
Uh-huh.
but now I wear them like all the time.
They're so
When I'm at home, I don't really go out with them.
Yeah.
But they're not. They're not.
Ludwig's thinking about the time he went out with the Lightning McQueens. He's like, yeah, me neither.
I have like Lightning McQueen Crocs. I go on a shirt that says like "Come in me."
we did like a decently big shoot recently that Ludwig was like supposed to be starring in, and he's like, "What do I wear?" And I was like, "Just wear something nice." And he shows up in Crocs and like a leather vest.
My nice Crocs.
You have pairs.
They're all Crocs,
multiple.
man.
I have 15.
I can't tell if that's a joke.
No,
This
he's
is not a
No,
joke.
he's
It
not
has
a
a
joke.
gradient of color like a rainbow.
And to be
they're
fair,
all Crocs, I'm not
he
kidding.
didn't buy them all for himself. For Christmas, I bought him like most of the colors of Crocs.
And then Crocs, the company, DM me on Instagram and gave me a bunch more,
Nice.
which is I'm trying to get my own Croc. It's my dream.
Oh shit.
You could, I feel like.
Get my own Croc.
Yeah.
Just
I
tweet
never thought
at
about
Crocs
that.
right now and be like, "What's
Well,
up?"
we're talking about a
Crocs?
branded Croc, right?
Yeah.
Like that's a little difficult.
I don't feel like I'm like integrated enough in the Croc community to just come up with my own.
About
You
the
don't go to the
forums.
meetups. I'll say that. Yeah.
No.
When we do our Croc swaps, you aren't there, but
Asa shows up to the Croc meetup. He's got a GameCube controller. He's like, "Oh fuck, I'm in the wrong spot, dude."
How did you start playing Smash?
Like I played Melee when I was a kid on the
Uh-huh.
GameCube, but I was like, I don't know how old, not old enough to like. I was just down being with Bowser the entire time. That's all I remember.
Wow, a natural Bowser chooser.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of you in the world.
No. And
Bad
then
move.
I got Brawl when it came out, but even then I was just kind of playing it for fun.
Uh-huh.
I didn't get into like competitive Smash to like. It's been a while. I mean, like 5 years ago.
Oh, I mean that's quite a while. So you started with Smash 4 competitively?
me too.
Wow.
That's
yeah,
that's
yeah.
true.
And how did
Who
you
did you
find
play?
how do you find like competitive
It's
scene?
embarrassing.
Oh no,
I
God.
don't want to. I played Jigglypuff in
Oh,
Smash 4.
okay.
Who'd you play?
Pikachu.
Okay. Pikachu's decent. Pikachu
Pikachu was really good.
Pikachu fucked at my local.
Yeah.
Like, there's Pikachu guys who showed up, and I was like, "Oh, come on, Like, give me
Yeah.
one win
I mean,
today.
It was tough.
Jigs was like the worst character in the game. I'm pretty
Literally
sure.
the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah. My logic was I used Jigglypuff in Brawl because I'd play with like a free for all with my friends, and if you lost, you get to pick the map. So I'd go Bridge of Eldon, and I would just
and
I
you
would
do
hold
the
roll out on the
You
left
piece
side.
of shit. You've never changed.
I was that
Wait, you
way.
could pick that map when you play. Is that like the
not
rule
like
set?
competitive, just
Okay.
for my friends. And then when I went to like competitive events, I was like, oh, I'll just do this again. And it's different when there's only one person there.
Yeah, then he started getting pantsed and like put in lockers.
Yeah.
He had to switch off.
It was tough.
Wait, hold on. So how did you start playing competitively? Like, where did you find that?
I went. There's a few locals in London. And I went to my one, which is actually literally down the road from where I lived.
Uh-huh.
I was at this bar called Meltdown, and it's like the biggest local in London. And I just started chatting to the players there and kind of got to know people in the scene.
Wow.
Were they nice and cool?
Yeah, such nice dudes
Yeah.
and girls.
Yeah.
But mostly dudes.
It's mostly- I embarrassingly admit this, but at the ASU local, I had like 120 people at Arizona State University, the college I went to, and it was like mostly dudes, and the bathrooms were filthy. And I'm very I have a little pierosis. It's the medical condition of pee shyness. I have like a baby version of it, where if it's like really filthy, I can't pee in public, and so I'd go to the girls' bathroom.
Really?
Yeah,
And it was a
Yeah.
ghost town.
it was a ghost town.
You're just an empath, man.
Yeah. Yeah, and I would have never admitted it back then, but I'll say it now.
Did you ever go into the girls' bathroom by accident? You're not looking or something, and it's just stalls. And you're like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
You're like Mr. Krabs meme, and then you
Yeah.
run out because you're embarrassed.
You just stay in there.
Well,
Let 'em know.
I'm like, if I'm already here.
Might as well.
Figure it out.
They're always nicer.
Yeah, of course. We're filthy animals.
Well,
Even
girls,
Asa.
I think, are grosser than men.
What?
Oh, you're bold.
Oh my God. Here's
Well.
the clip.
That's brave.
Here's the clip you're going for. Why, Ludwig?
I think if you ever have lived with a girl, they're just grosser on average. They have like way more shit. They're way messier. It's a whole thing.
The only place I think I've seen consistently messier is like the area around your sink.
Yeah,
Mm.
they will fuck your sink up
That's true.
with debris.
It looks like it looks like The Hangover in there.
Yeah.
It's like there's just fucking shit. There's like open makeup everywhere. There's
I
like
know.
wipes with like all sorts of colors on them. Oh
True,
shit!
true.
He's
Someone's-
trying to get in.
Someone's trying
It's
to
the
come
wind
to the
alert.
pub.
Yeah, okay, so by
Someone
the,
really wants
Oh
to
yeah,
buy.
there's a storm
Yeah.
happening.
Yeah.
There's a storm happening in London right now.
if you guys didn't know it, it's red alert. Oh, it's someone with a package. We'll let them figure it out. That's all right.
It's red alert in London.
I've
And
literally never seen. I had a thing on my phone that said red alert
Yeah,
in London. I've never
what-
seen that before.
What does it mean?
I don't know. No one knows what it means.
That's such a bad system.
That's so bad.
I know because it was on the radio. There's a red alert until 3 p.m. It's recommended to stay indoors for this time. And the guy
We
was
almost did this outside.
Yeah, that would have been terrible.
That would
We
be
would have
pretty
been
fun though.
We would have been fucked.
right. It'd be safe.
They're like us like blowing. Yeah, that'd be great.
Omid showed us that video before we started, and it was just a trash bin in the air blowing through a neighborhood, but like way above the homes.
like a bird in the sky.
Yeah.
Like it was
When that
crazy.
lands,
It's going to be
it'll fuck someone
Somebody's
up.
getting knocked
It,
out.
it might
yeah.
be in Los Angeles when it lands. It's gonna go for a while.
It's the new Jackass. They're filming it. Steve-O's in there.
it's in there. It's going to land.
Dude,
on
new
him.
Jackass, pretty fucking funny.
It was wild.
Pretty
I saw it
funny.
last night.
I saw it. I went like with low expectations. I was just like, I feel like the series isn't what it used to be probably, and blah blah blah. But then I went, I saw it, I was like, wow, they made a good Jackass.
Yeah.
In 2020.
I found it weird because whenever I've watched Jackass, it's been like I said Jackass like an American right then. But Jackass doesn't have the same
Oh
ring.
my.
They call it
Like,
Jack
you're such a
here.
jackass.
Yeah.
Johnny Knoxville.
Yeah, I watched it and I was laughing straight off rip at the ball sack, but then they kept getting hurt, and I was like, "Oh, come on, guys!"
The
Oh,
one
yeah.
dude who kept getting his nuts like
Dude.
hit
Oh,
by
yeah,
that got hard to watch.
yeah. I was like, "You
Yeah.
guys
On a
don't-
big screen
They
as
should have
well.
just locked that
Yeah.
guy in a room and shot him. Like they were just fucking with him the whole
Yeah.
movie.
The bear thing at the end of
Yeah.
the movie is maybe the most insane thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I didn't fuck with the psychological torture of it.
Why?
I think
Why?
Why not?
It made me feel bad,
Oh.
and I would just want to see more penises and
Oh.
butts.
Back to the penis.
I was
I
like,
need
more
it.
ball, more ball.
The dinosaur dick at the beginning
Yeah.
was iconic.
Amazing.
That was so good.
I think
Yeah.
the one thing the movie did a lot more that like older Jackasses didn't was like there was more like real stunts but fake situations. Like for example, he's like hanging from the the phone line.
Oh yeah.
Like, that's definitely like a set. And
Yeah.
that's an actor or whatever. But he's doing it, so it's like partly it's like, oh, he's doing a stunt, but this is not a real. They're not going to fucking Wendy's and yelling "fire in the hole" and throwing a milkshake.
I don't think
through the
they
window
can't get
anymore.
away with it now. Everyone knows who they are.
I don't think they can get away with
it's
it
like
anymore.
it's like Borat. Like he can't
Yeah.
make these stunts how he used to because everyone knows it's
You'd be
immediately
like,
what
Yeah,
it
I
is.
think
Different
the only things that Sakabara Cohen can get away with anymore is when he's like caked in like 6 layers of makeup. Like he just has to be completely
Yeah.
unrecognizable.
Or Jackass in India.
I'm sure. Here's the thing: you say that it probably already exists and have 7 sequels.
Oh, like
Like the
Bolly-
film industry.
Bollywood
is
is way too
Yeah.
big for that
Dude,
to not.
Bollywood Jackass.
Yeah,
That'd be
there's
crazy.
just no way that
It has
isn't
to
real.
exist.
Let me fuck
right
around
now.
and find out that's real.
I have a question, Asa. If the Jackass guys call you up and they say, "Hey, we're doing another one. We want you to come on. We don't know the stunt. Are you interested?"
Do I have to get my dick and balls
You
out?
don't know, but you have to give
I'm
them
Johnny
an answer
Knoxville.
like,
This one's bangers and mash. It's just smashing your
It's just
dick with a
Asa-
hammer.
It's just Asa, and he's like shivering. It's like, no.
In answer to your question, probably not.
Really?
Really?
Well, I feel like you would be so on edge the entire time on that
Mhm.
shoot because it's not just the stunts. That shit can happen to you at any time.
Yeah.
Like you like
Yeah,
step
yeah.
out of a door.
Like you go for coffee and you get punched in the face.
Yeah.
that
That's
kinda
what they
shit.
would do. Like
Yeah.
you would just be a celebrity on set who would watch the things, but then they'd also try to like just hit you in the face really hard once.
It sounds so stressful.
It is, I imagine. But I also feel like this is something, okay, maybe I'm off base. I feel like you could do it. Not saying you want to, but like, are you not just in the position where you could be like, Johnny, hey, you shooting a new Jackass, your boy Asa. And he'd be like, oh yeah, come down.
Like the way
I don't-
Ludwig will call Mr. Beast.
Yeah.
I'm not. Me and Johnny aren't that tight.
But like, couldn't you figure it out? Couldn't you be like, agent?
How many? Yeah, like what's like your degrees of separation from Johnny Knoxville? It's like how many his people versus your people does it take to?
I
Get
don't
to
know. I did meet him at a event years and years and years ago.
Okay, you got an in.
But
Yeah.
it's not an in. It's like we shook hands and that was about it.
Sure.
what's like
Yeah.
what's like the craziest contact in your phone where it's just like even you look at it and you're like that's kind of crazy.
He can't tell us that.
Really?
Deadass, he can't.
No, because somebody's.
It's the queen. Queen's like, you still up?
I've got it down as Queenie.
Yeah.
he's like zipper too.
I did get a business card for Bill Nye,
That's
Really?
tight.
the science guy.
Right.
yeah,
was
Wait, not the other guy.
Yeah.
Not the crack rock guy.
Not the crack rock guy. He's on the streets of Chicago. That's
Wait.
tight. Did
Yeah.
you like follow up?
I didn't.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
I didn't
You
follow up.
ghosted
Have any-
Bill Nye.
Didn't have any
Yeah.
experiments you had to run,
Damn.
or
Yeah.
Imagine being in a spot where you ghost Bill Nye.
I would do it.
You want to hear the spot I'm in?
What?
Okay, the most famous contact in my phone is Mr. Beast. Check this out.
Oh, don't do this.
No, it's sad.
You always
It's sad.
do this. He always
Wait,
does
wait.
this.
Last time I called, it was
He-
disconnected.
He always just calls Mr. Beast.
Wait, last time I called, it was
Oh no,
disconnected.
let it
It's
run now.
so early
Don't
in the
waste
morning.
this call.
this can't be your thing.
That's gonna be like
Oh, dude, yeah.
2
It's like
a.m.
3 a.m.
Oh, fuck.
So early in the
Wait,
morning.
no, I did it because the last time I called it, it was like, bop, bop, bop. The number you have reached has disconnected.
Dude, that was pretty good.
Oh.
So I thought he was going to do that.
Is that his voice?
But now, no.
Or was that
Yeah, he believed it. It was Mr. Beast saying that, and he's like, ah, shit.
Shit. But that's, I think either someone got that number or that was Mr. Beast and I fucked up.
Wow. Again.
Yeah.
You're
You probably
losing
woke that
contact.
poor man up.
It's all right. He'll be fine. He's only slightly busy.
What's your days filled with? I know it's like you work a lot, and then it's like, but then you have time off a lot. Do you just vibe? You just vibe all day?
Yeah, it's pretty great. Like when I'm not working, it's pretty chill.
What time you waking up these days?
Actually, like all right, like 9.
Oh my, you're a healthy individual.
Yeah.
He said, all right, like normally it's 7 on a work day and like 9's like, I'm lazy
I'm
today.
sleeping in. I'm sleeping in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. When I'm working, it's like you're up early and you're like in a bubble, and that's like your life for 2 months, 3 months. When you're not, fuck all to do. I just like play games and see friends.
Do you love it? Are you living the dream? Would you say you are?
I'm living my dream.
I did want to ask you a question about this actually, because you have been acting for so long and you started like when you were pretty young. How do you, like when you start that young with something and you're still doing it now, how do you know that that is like your passion or the thing you want to do? Like, did you just happen to fall into it and it's worked out this whole time? Have you ever wanted to like go off and pursue something else? Like, how do you know that this is my life's passion and what I'm going to stick with?
Well, I didn't for a while. Like when I started acting,
Yeah.
I didn't like intend to be an actor growing up. I didn't go to like drama school. I didn't kind of really do any of that. I mostly learned on the job. It wasn't until I got older and I was like 14-ish, 13, 14, and I was still working. And I think it was when I did Hugo that I really kind of, I guess, understood what acting was. Up
Yeah.
until then, when you're a kid and you're acting, you just kind of winging it.
You're saying in the boy in the striped pajamas, you were winging it.
Kinda, yeah. I mean, I was like 10 years old.
Like an Oscar-winning movie.
I was 10 years old.
You're like, I don't know. I guess I got pajamas.
you just have, it's like make believe when you're a kid and you're just like
Sure.
making shit up.
Yeah.
And when you're older, you kind of have all of these like things you get embarrassed about. When you're that age, you don't really give a shit.
Yeah.
So you can kind of.
That's interesting. I've never really thought about
so
like
wild.
as you get older, your like propensity to be embarrassed is just so much higher.
That's not true. You're fucking lying. Here's
What?
why.
Okay.
Hold
Hold on. My friend has zero experience. He wants to talk.
I did a Christmas play, and I was a candy. No, this really happened. I
believe that.
I was a candy flute, and it was the Nutcracker. Okay, and
Uh-huh.
it was a Christmas play. I at the time was grounded because I put salmon in my pocket.
Wait, hold on.
why?
Hold on. You got grounded by your parents
It's always some shit with
because you had
It's always some
salmon in
shit.
your
Yeah,
pocket.
I can't just
salmon,
tell a
I have
story
salmon
like
in
the
my
fish.
pocket, and then I also had a shock
Smoked,
collar on, and
cooked,
my friends let
raw.
a bear into the room.
Dude, you
What
so
was
you,
it?
You just had fish in your pocket, and your parents said this is
Cured. I deal
groundable.
with every day. He just can't fucking let me be.
I
Let me
don't-
be me.
I can't believe
He's
it.
not on your side.
Here, listen to me. So I got fucking grounded because I hated eating fish, and my mom made salmon for dinner, and so I fucking
So you put it in your pocket.
put it in my pocket when she wasn't looking. I like took a fillet of salmon
That's so gross.
and just put it in my pants pocket, like my front pocket. There were these corduroy shirts, my favorite pair of pants, and I put it in there. And I just forgot about it. So that night, actually, she does laundry. I'm like 10, and
How do you forget about
and she's
a fillet in your
I'm
pocket?
like in my room. She's like, "What the fuck is this?" And she comes out and she's screaming at me. I'm like, "Oh no!"
Oh, that's my pocket fish.
I was like, "You got me!" Like I hate fish. Ground me for a week, but that's beside the point. My play. She said, like the play isn't something I desperately wanted to do, but she was like, "You're going. This is school, okay? I don't give a shit. I'm gonna drive you. You're gonna do your play, but you're still grounded." And I'm like, "Okay, that's fine." It was actually really fun, but they made me a candy flute. So we had like 13 of us. We were candy flutes, but they made the costume. I was the last one to get a costume. Here's all of them. Here's how tall they are. Here's mine. Do you understand the problem there?
Black sheep.
I was the fucking tiny candy flute. I was pissed. I tell the teacher, "Why is mine smaller than everyone else's?" You know what she said? "It's a magic one."
Wow.
Yeah.
Did that sell you?
You
Did
think
you
I
believe
believed
it?
her? Fuck no.
Of course not. Pocket salmon boy doesn't believe you.
I went out there.
He's like, this is ridiculous. He's like taking bits of salmon out of his pocket and popping them like
Throwing it
gum.
at her.
Angrily eating, like tots and Napoleon Dynamite. He's just got chunks of salmon.
I went out there. I was a candy flute, and I was fucking.
Wait, what
embarrassed.
is a candy flute? This is like an American
I'm just
thing.
No,
I'm just
it's like-
accepting this.
it's
I don't
like
know.
a-
Yeah, I don't know what
in
the
the
fuck it is either.
Cracker, it's like you're maybe it's like candy. It was like a candy cane flute. But it
Like
was
the musical
it's part
instrument?
of like the
A flute?
lore. Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a flute made of candy, but it was really just a cardboard cylinder that was painted that the kids got into.
Look, Tchaikovsky was fucking high when he wrote that shit.
He was.
You were in some outfit.
I was letting his vision come to life.
Have you seen the Nutcracker?
I actually have.
Yeah.
When I was a kid.
There's like the Sugar Plum Fairy, and like people run into her skirt, and then they run out.
Really?
It's a whole thing, dude. A
Yeah.
lot of it's why I've watched it every year for 14 years straight
Why?
because my sister was in ballet.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, I thought you meant like
Okay, that makes
recently.
way
Was
more
there any
sense.
crossover with you watching that every year for 14 years straight and shaving your ass? What was it once?
No, there was not, and don't need to bring that up. And
How
I
often
do
was
remember
it?
one
It was
year I
once a
watched.
week?
I was like, "What a short fucking candy flute! What a cringe idiot!"
If you watched my play, you would have been blown away by my skills and then disgusted that they put me in the short one.
Okay,
So what I'm saying
Yeah.
is Asa lied because I was embarrassed. It wasn't make believe. I didn't believe it was magic. And that's why I didn't pursue acting. That's why I'm not in your chair.
feel
You could have
like-
been bald.
Are you still embarrassed about it?
You seem embarrassed about it, man.
Yeah.
You still seem pretty.
You seem hung up.
I'm not embarrassed, but I literally think about it and I still get
Is this just
kind
like a therapy session for you guys?
Yeah.
Is this basically
Yeah,
what
yeah,
this
yeah,
podcast
that's
turns
why-
I still
into?
get kind of mad. That's all I'm saying.
And then one celebrity, he will say something out of pocket about.
I've never said any. No, we've been fine.
No, not him. Just a celebrity, you will say something out of pocket about.
We've been fine.
Yeah.
Jesse Eisenberg,
Oh, about.
Psych Kuno.
I do think that I could take Justin Long.
Have you met Justin Long?
Oh.
Have you fought Justin Long?
Maybe you didn't meet. It was just a quick.
Yeah, I
quick
fought
fight.
and then met you in that order.
Anyway, you're living the dream. You're
Dream.
big chilling
I like
now,
that.
day to day. I think we touched a bit of it, but day in the life, walk me through. You wake up at 9, then what? Gaming?
I try not to do that immediately. Like, fuck, I don't
Bangers
know.
and mash.
Yeah.
The days,
English breakfast.
the last few weeks, wake up, feed my cats. I got 2 cats.
Oh.
Yeah.
Names?
Types, names.
They're called Atlas and Lyra.
Oh
Are
my.
they
Yeah.
COVID cats? Or are they
No, I got them just before COVID.
Mm.
Our one of our very good friends, his last name is Lyra.
Oh yeah,
That's right.
Yeah.
He's your cat.
that's
He's our cat.
Our friend is your cat. He's also Australian. So you have an Australian
He
cat.
nuzzles
out.
and loves
It's a
giving
whole thing.
raspberries.
The whole thing. We'll keep going though. So
Feed
you
your
have 2 cats. You
cats.
feed
Feed
them.
my cats. I don't know. Like play some games, try and meet up with some people.
Mhm.
Maybe go for a bike ride.
Stay fit, be social.
Exactly. Like life.
You're on your
Do you
grind
have
set.
to like
Sick.
do work stuff? Do you have to be like, oh, I have to field this call, or is that all taken care of until you have to show up to work?
No, I have like either like meetings with directors or
Mhm.
scripts to read.
Yeah.
Or just calls for like projects I'm doing. Not that regularly because film industry moves so slow.
Mhm.
Like you have a call and then you won't hear anything for a month, and then you might have another meeting.
Are you like, is it still happening, or does it just?
Yeah, like there have been so many times I've had a project which has been supposed to be made for like 4 years now, and every time they say this is going to happen, it doesn't happen, and that's
Jesus.
kind of normal.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I think it's similar in like streaming YouTube gaming world is people like bring up like, oh, we're gonna do this, and then like it never fucking happens ever. They always overpromise and then overhype the timeline, and then it's like, oh wait, it's a lot of money and a
And
lot
then
of
it's
time and a lot of
months later.
effort, and we can't
But
make it
that's
happen.
just other streamers being lazy bears.
Even
right?
esports orgs now, I think, make a lot of promises. Yeah, I mean, even in Smash, there's 300 different. What do you call them? What are the things that get canceled every other week?
Oh, Smashers.
you said you.
Welcome back.
I saw the Matrix when he started
Yeah.
asking the question. I saw the Matrix in front of me.
I was thinking of
so
tours.
would you say that like most of your improvement as an actor comes on the job, or do you spend a lot of time like outside of specifically acting in movies, like thinking about it, working on it, things like that?
Not a huge amount.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't like classically trained,
Sure.
so I wouldn't say I don't practice acting in the kind of traditional theater school sense.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say I learned most of my stuff, either on the job or even just like watching movies,
Yeah.
and watching what people do,
You probably watch
and like talking to
movies.
people.
You probably watch in like a much different way than like I would watch a movie.
Yeah, I watch them in a very technical way. Like when I watch a film, I'm always like thinking about, oh, how did they do that angle, or there's like that VFX looked a bit weird, or whatever. Talk about the
Yeah, just like
You can't.
being a nerd about it. Yeah.
But yeah, basically. And once you've seen the other side, you can't kind of ignore it, which sometimes is annoying because you can't just like get involved with the movie.
Yeah.
'Cause you
Yeah.
start thinking about it.
I'm the same. I watch Moist Critical and I'm like, what's the angle he's spinning? What's the title and how does that relate to what he's
How
saying?
does he
Don't
make this
pretend like it's the
beauty
same.
happen in front of you? No, I think that's people say that a lot because I do this thing where I analyze jokes because I'm a psychopath and I like to break things down. But I have reconciled in my brain that breaking something down and enjoying it are two like isolated experiences. Like, doesn't it ruin everything if you just know how it works? And it's like, no, because they're both fun. And
I've
that's
got
how I think
I've got a joke for you.
Please.
What do you call a man with no shins?
A shinless man.
Tony.
Oh.
Tony?
What?
It,
I don't get it.
Because it goes to toe to knee immediately. Toe to the
Oh.
knee.
Come on,
Yeah.
guys.
Is that wait? Did you say that because that's a form of my name?
No.
You could have said yes.
I could have
and
said
made it
yes.
Feel good.
I'm an honest guy.
I appreciate the honesty.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
He could have said yes and then kicked you in your
So
shins
that-
right now. That would have been a great song.
Dude.
Flipped me down.
You
Yeah.
guess it right, and he's like, "Yep." That's a great bit.
Have you ever told that joke to anyone and had them just fucking erupt? They're
No.
just like you're the man.
No, but I find it hilarious.
Yeah, it was Jason Momoa, Golden Globes, 30 minutes. He's almost throwing up.
He just couldn't stop.
Yeah.
Do you? So I imagine when you decide now, like if you want to work on a project, you get the final sign off on like whether or not you want to do it. Like that, I would guess.
Yeah.
But when you start, when you're a kid and you're getting these roles as like a younger person, who is making that decision for you? Like, does that come like pretty early, or like when did the change happen? Like, this is like, I don't know, my guardian, my agent making that decision versus you making the decision. Like, how does that happen?
I mean, at the end of the day, it's always kind of my choice, even when I was a kid.
Yeah.
But when you're that age, kind of rely on either my agent or my mum to kind of guide me in my choices.
Yeah.
Because as a 10-year-old, you don't know
Yeah.
what's good for
You're
you.
dumb as
Makes
bricks.
sense.
Exactly.
You're
You
10.
just- yeah.
I mean, I imagine has your mom always been like pretty supportive? I would imagine,
Yeah.
considering.
yeah, no, she has.
Is she lovely?
He
That's
meant
just
that
the
in a
British
much
way.
sweeter
That is
way.
the British way to ask if your mom's hot.
What the fuck? I'm just asking a normal ass question.
Is she nice?
Yeah, but what is he gonna what is he
Okay.
gonna say?
All right.
Like, oh no,
Jesus
she's a
Christ.
garbage can.
Have a
She's
little
Maybe
walking-
maybe his
respect.
relationship with his mom fucking sucks.
To be clear,
I don't know.
I don't care. I don't care. I'm
Oh, you don't care about his
translating
mom
for
if she's
you.
lovely or
No,
not.
I don't
You don't give a
care.
shit about his
I
parents.
don't-
Probably loves him more.
I don't care if she's lovely. I'm sure she
What?
is.
Oh,
sure she
so
is.
now you're sure. So you're just gonna infer. You're not gonna let him tell you whether or not she's
Whether or
lovely.
not
Just
she's-
what if she sucks.
Sir, I'll change. So did your mom suck? There's a real piece of fucking
Fucking
work.
sucked ass.
Fucking sucks, dude.
No, my mom's sick.
Yeah.
Was
Yeah.
there is there any role that you've had that like even now you watch back and you're just like, oh, it's like hard to watch?
Yes.
Do you have a
I
specific
mean, pretty
role?
much all my roles I hate watching.
Really?
Yeah.
It's like
Really?
we're actually the same.
Is there one that's like above the rest? Like, fuck, I wish I didn't do that.
Yes.
Which one is that?
Are you allowed? Are you allowed
Can
to
you
say
say
it?
it?
Say
That's a good
I
question.
don't know if I could say
Can't be
this.
burned them
I've got
bridges.
there's a few.
Wait, can you say it?
There's
And
a few
can you say it
jobs.
and then we'll censor it?
Hold on.
He doesn't trust us.
Yeah.
Wait.
Spot.
Hey, all right.
Let's just talk about it
I've been told that before.
All
All right.
What if you
just
what if you
just
listed-
start
But yeah,
laughing
basically,
when I get
there's-
it, Ender's Game, boy.
Think about this. Think
All
about
of
it.
them.
What if you listed the roles from your favorite to least favorite,
Let's
and starting
cut
with
the
favorite?
bullshit. Which director sucked?
Yeah.
Scorsese.
Oh,
I'm fucking with you guys.
Were you ever approached to do a Disney Channel original movie by chance?
No.
No.
They didn't
you were a child actor.
exist.
What? They've been around for a while.
No.
What? They didn't exist? What are you saying?
He would have been on the tail end.
What are you talking
They
about?
didn't
like-
exist, man.
They
Wait,
did-
what?
in what
You
year
keep
do you
saying
think
this. You keep saying
Why'd you
this
say it
and
like
You're
it
acting
was
like
a
he was
man?
born in 2011, which they still
He's
exist.
born in 97,
No.
April 1st.
me and Anthony.
in London.
Whereabouts?
Oh, dude, it's like Islbit.
No, it's
Islbit?
It's in
Yeah.
it's in
Close.
Yorkston.
I was
really
actually born
close.
down the road from here.
Really?
Homerton
What the
Hospital.
fuck did you just call him?
That's not chill in America. Is that weird having lived here your whole life?
What do you mean? No.
You're in
It's
such
like
a
what-
small radius.
Like, no. I mean, London's huge, and like, there's so much to do. So, not really. And I've traveled a lot.
Buy an umbrella. Use it. That's about it.
That's what you're saying is the only thing
That,
to do
so
here.
that's
in
what
London.
you think the
Right.
London
Yeah,
experience is.
that's about
You
it.
just came back from a water park.
It was in Coventry. It was lovely. All right, that's fair.
There
That's
was
tight.
just this whole thing we had about being respectful to culture, and
Yeah.
then you say the only thing you can do here is buy an umbrella.
Well, you know why? I'm French.
You can also eat
Oh,
beans.
that's right. You're so rude.
Have you guys had beans on toast yet?
Yeah.
This morning,
This
dead
morning.
ass we did.
Yeah.
This morning
It's
we had
fine.
beans and
Yeah.
toast, and I said I'm gonna do it, and I put the beans on the toast.
Okay.
Can I send you a
made sure
picture
to
of my-
do the
Can I
together.
give you a little tip? If you
Yeah,
wanna, like,
absolutely. I'm
Yeah.
looking for.
If you want to like get really upgrade your beans and toast, some people don't fuck with this, but spread a bit of mayonnaise on your toast beforehand.
Holy,
I'm trying it.
We all thought
I'm trying it.
you were cool.
that's how they made. That's how they first made white people.
And
in
then
the lab. they just they accidentally mixed all three.
and then a guy pops out. He's like, "Hey,
like the
How's that?
Powerpuff intro.
that's like, I mean,
Chemical X."
that looks nice. There's no toast there.
Well, the toast is on the side. It was sourdough. They brought
So
it
that's,
late.
I mean, that's
We went
English
to-
breakfast, right?
Yeah.
It was nice.
Nice.
We had a nice traditional English
Breakfast.
breakfast. coffee. The rest of it.
I hung out with I mean, I guess a bunch of British people yesterday, but I was like, what's a traditional British meal? And I forget what he called it, but it was like, called it like broke munch. I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, what you do is like,
was it like Candace?
No. He's like, you take a ketchup bottle that's like about empty, you put a little water in it.
What?
So it gets a little more, and then you just spray it on some like old chips, and then you
They're
just
fucking
eat it with
with
the
you,
fork.
dude.
They were fucking with you. This is like drop bears.
Yeah, this is exactly what I was thinking.
Have you heard of drop bears?
This is like when
No.
Spud. This is like when Spud and Sora were like, "Let me tell you about the Kanga ogre."
It's chupacabra.
Hey, give him a lowdown of the Australian drop bears.
Drop bears are like this Australian myth to like scare tourists, where it's sort of like a tiny bear that's almost like a chipmunk or a squirrel that's like really aggressive and like hides in trees and will drop down and like attack you. And every Australian is in on the bit. So when you visit and you go, like in my first visit, I went to Perth and we went on a bushwalk. So we were out and everybody was like, "Yeah, watch out for drop bears. Like this is like they'll kind of fuck your shit
It's
up.
like the
so you have to
hand
be
in
on the
Ocarina
lookout."
of Time.
Yeah, it's the wall master.
And and it's just an entirely made up thing that the entire country is just in on.
I love that for them.
Yeah.
It's like haggis.
Is haggis not real?
Wait, what?
Like the haggis, the little creature that.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the meal.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about the food. I'm like, I thought that was real.
Yeah, no, it is real.
We've never eaten
Yeah.
it.
What,
We
what
just
is
keep telling
what is
people.
haggis the creature?
No, so there's this whole thing, and I don't know if it's Scottish or British, but you'll convince them that haggis is like a thing. It's like if you Google haggis, it comes up with this little like guinea pig like
Yeah.
creature. Obviously, it isn't fucking real, but
If you told me about this when I met you, I would just have believed you.
Totally.
I'd be like,
would've-
"Oh, haggis? Yeah, it sounds like a British animal."
It sounds like it's something you'd like shoot like a quail and like put in a little.
do you know what the
tortilla.
biggest predator, the biggest like meat-eating creature is in the UK?
Humans.
I was gonna do it. I was
You
gonna do the
motherfucker.
same
Come on,
inflection and
man.
everything.
Come on, man.
But it's lions.
There are no lions. here.
Correct.
No.
What?
No, I'm fucking with you.
God damn it. Really is
No,
Do you
it's-
guys
it's
have
not that exciting.
animals?
What
we
is
have
it?
animals. It's a badger.
Oh,
That's how like
Dude, badgers
That's how
go fucking
tiny
hard.
shit is.
unwild this place is.
Badgers are
Yeah.
dangerous.
Yeah,
Oh,
badgers will
that's
fuck
really
you up,
funny.
bro.
Yeah,
I
but you
mostly
can also-
know this from Super Auto Pets.
Oh wow.
They're
Oh, my-
fire.
Eat
dude.
shit, bro.
honey badger.
Honey
badger.
badger.
That's
That'll
Super
fuck
Pets?
you up. No,
That
But
actually
but I
will
know
fuck you up.
I like loved animals when I was a kid. I was like a real like.
He's like, "No, I'm not a fucking
Well, it's
weird
because
nerd
if you
like
put
you."
a honey on the badger, it's
Uh-oh.
really it's
There
really
are two
OP.
women trying to get into this bar. They're going to discover that it's not open.
Yeah, they're gonna
and
love that.
We're good.
Fuck.
1 o'clock.
Sounds about right.
Opens at 3.
Open at 3 a.m.
Oh, okay.
We're good.
Hi.
Hi. Yeah.
So I have a question. You ever fuck with MMOs?
I have a little bit.
That was such
A
a
little
sad
bit.
tone.
It is a
That
sad
was like
yeah. 'Cause-
depressed. Like
and that was a good answer because it meant that he hasn't gone down the disgusting, like horrible black
It-
hole.
it
Or
was
he
kinda
has
like
and
if you
regrets it.
asked
I
him
played
about,
I played WoW when it first came out. When you had like 4 discs to install on
Oh,
the
yeah,
PC,
yeah, yeah.
and
Dude.
the whole thing was like that big.
My buddy stole the Burning Crew. Like he was a crook, dude. We asked him to steal stuff from Walmart all the time. It's like Tesco here, and
it's also not like that's the thing. It's not Tesco.
it is similar enough.
went to
Yeah.
Tesco.
I do know what Walmart
you also
is.
know what it is,
Yeah.
which is funny because I'm just treating him like he's a child. but yeah,
Who hasn't
so
been to America
we'd be like,
much.
"Hey Wyatt, bro, can you go and get it?" And he went and got Burning Crusade 5 discs and just cracked the box open and put them in his pocket.
Stole it?
And then he stole it from me, and that's how I played Burning Crusade.
Wow.
So
What
I
a
do
good
remember
friend.
what you're talking about. Hmm?
That's a good friend.
Yeah, he was a crazy crook.
I stole gummies from like regular gummies from Walmart.
Oh, so you're a crook too.
I'm a crook too. We're the same, me and your friend Wyatt.
That's right.
Uh,
Anyway, sorry.
Any other thieves?
You never got crazy in MMOs. You didn't go down the black hole.
No, I didn't.
That's why he's
Dude,
the way he is. He's
when I
adjusted.
was in the 6th grade, I got bullied for not playing WoW. Cuz don't start that again. It was
the heckler in the crowd.
I went to the
Pussy.
bathroom, and then Jake and Pat went to the bathroom, and they were like talking about WoW, and then I had just in passing said something about RuneScape because it was free to play, and they just fucking laughed at me.
Woo,
Like,
broke
you don't
talk.
have WoW? I was like, no, I can't get the membership, and they just laughed, and they walked
Yeah,
away.
I straight up got
Did you have a
bullied.
RuneScape membership though?
No,
No.
my mom was expressly against it. Not until I put it on like a Christmas wish list, and I printed it out, and I posted a picture of it was the MMO called Dofus, and I was like, Dofus membership, and it was $6, and that's all I wanted for Christmas, and she got it for me. I was like, fuck yeah. And then the next month, I was like, I gotta wait 11 months for a
You
new
only got
membership.
1 month?
Yeah.
And that's so funny.
Yeah, I got boomed.
And you said I should. No, your mom.
My mom's great, but she just didn't support me eating McDonald's or playing video
You know
games.
the fucked up one? It's called tibia. Have you guys heard of it?
No.
You guys
The
ever
bone
heard
in
of
your
That's
body.
a bone.
Yeah, I was
that?
gonna
I got there. Tibia was like this free-to-play MMO that like it was like a browser game, but that's what you played if you didn't know about RuneScape.
Mm.
So there's levels of sewer.
All right, let's get to it. Boris Johnson, in or out?
You couldn't even get through it, bro. Why is that so funny to you?
Because it's just like it's like such a political question to be like asking an actor in America like who they vote for. It's just such a
Okay, sure.
yeah.
So Boris Johnson, in or out?
I mean, yeah, fuck Boris.
Hey.
I don't know much. I just pretty much know he's like your guys is Trump, but he's like more
He's a fucking clown.
better at talking.
He's a bit of a
Poglet.
clown. He threw a lot of parties during COVID and
Oh.
lied
Some bullshit.
while making
That's
everyone
like the-
sit
isn't
under
that the
lockdown.
Have you
controversy
seen like all the
right now?
videos of him like rugby tackling kids in a football game?
No. No.
Wait, I would like him if I saw
Hold
that.
on.
Hold on. Do I like this guy now?
This guy
Is he cool?
sounds swag.
This is before he whatever like ascended to whatever.
This
And
is
it's like
tight.
he was known for being a clown. He was the mayor of London, and he just fucking did stupid shit. And people kind of let him get away with it because he was like, oh, he's kind of funny. He's like playing around, and now he's our prime minister.
It sounds like you had Steve-O as a mayor.
So this is
I
my
did.
perspective on him getting elected as prime minister.
Wait, is that the video?
It's like
Can you spin it? Can you just give us a few
can we see
seconds
him
of it?
tackling the kids?
I would just like a few seconds of it just to see him tackle some kids. It almost feels like he wanted to do like a how many 7-year-olds could I beat up in a fight challenge.
Yeah, but he made it real,
And he made it real.
which we've all wanted to
It's-
do.
How many kids can I beat the mayor of London?
It's a bit more like this. That's all.
How
many kids
He's got a
Is
good
it-
voice.
Is it not loading?
All right, we're getting involved.
Okay,
We're watching this.
watching.
Oh my God. He's just
Dude, he murdered that guy.
It's so fucking
He
funny.
fucking laid
Yeah,
out.
Dude, he put his
Jacked that
shoulder
kid.
into it.
Yeah.
He wanted to hurt the
There's
kid.
technique.
And so why is he not the greatest prime minister
That's
to ever
so
exist?
And then he
funny.
shakes his hand.
Oh my god, I can't
Hey.
believe he shook his hand.
well
Hey,
done.
good game, bro. Good
Honestly,
game.
And that's
great-
not the first time he did it. He
great
did like
talk
this
about it,
charity football game, and he did the same thing. Wasn't to a kid, but it's a habit.
Can I say I think that's cool?
This guy's.
I think that's the coolest thing he's ever done.
This sucks, right? Because if the roles were reversed and we're telling a bunch of British people that like Trump did a really funny Ghostbusters review once, and they're like, oh well, I mean, he's
Well-
the Ghostbusters. It's funny.
I listen to the Daily. I know about BJ. He blows, but that's the best thing. I've
Really,
ever
you're gonna
seen
say
him do.
that? You're gonna say I know about BJ?
I
He
know
blows.
I know about
That
BJ.
wasn't on
That's
purpose.
crazy.
I threw it out there. I just call him BJ.
Can I?
It's funny.
Do you listen to the Daily?
No.
Okay.
He doesn't listen to podcasts.
This context won't hit you very hard, but I want to get Ludwig's take on my impression
of Michael Barbaro,
of
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
of
okay.
this news show, and the guy
the
talks.
largest news podcast.
He
in
just
the world.
basically like summarizes whatever the guest is saying
Michael-
like a fucking child.
Michael, if you watch The Yard, just talk like a normal guy.
Okay,
just talk
let me
normally.
do it. Let me do it. So you're saying that the Biden administration, they're putting gummy bears in Putin's asshole, and that the gummy bears are going to be a problem for Ukraine, and then they'd be like, "Yeah, that's exactly right, Michael. That's what
Yeah,
I
this
said."
is a perfect
This is
impression.
good?
But also, I think it's good that he does this.
No, I don't fucking
No,
think it's
no,
good
it's
that he
not.
does that.
No, the person that's the problem. The person will say all of that, and then Michael repeats it back word for word
Well,
in a question.
They could just
but
half the
slowly.
time of the show.
Occasionally, he challenges them in that rephrasing. So he'll rephrase it in a way that's like a broader stroke, because they'll use very specific words, and he'll be like, "So you're saying that Ukraine sucks?" And he'll phrase it like that, and they'll be like, "Well, not exactly, Michael."
I think it's something about the cadence. I think it's something about the cadence because the show is great. I feel informed, but just it's something about the cadence.
Fuck
It's
you,
like
I'm
fuck
talking-
you.
Look,
Back to Boris
here's
Johnson.
my
I need to
question.
get that out
Hey,
so
my
bad.
question:
Thank
have
you.
you seen a single episode of our show?
I've watched bits.
I
I've watched.
love that.
I've watched bits.
Had you
when I-
before we reached out?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yo, can I ask a question? Why did you do this?
Why did I do this?
Yeah.
Got nothing better to do.
Yeah, fair enough.
That's a great.
I like
if you,
that.
if you
That's
even got
honest.
like a L'Oreal commercial, you're like,
That's
busy
honest.
fellas. I'm busy.
I gotta advertise the one for the kids that is a little fish bottle.
No tears. Not tears. Well, that's great. I'm glad that you had nothing better to do.
What'd you think? What'd you think when you watched some clips? You're like, is this fine?
I just look like a group of guys just chatting shit,
Mhm.
which
Yes.
kind of like what I do most of the time. So
The American dream. All right, walk me through games you're playing right now. Gamer check.
Dota, but I've kind of always played Dota.
Dota 2?
No
Yeah.
shit. Did you
Wow.
play Warcraft 3?
I did not Dota, but I did play Warcraft 3.
Oh, okay, cool. I haven't
Uh,
played
I didn't play
Warcraft.
like All Stars or
Zipper in the
anything.
background, like shocking.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dota.
Who's your like a little Dota talk real quick.
Go on.
Who did you I don't know, who
Zeus.
do you play? Like Shadowfiend mid? Are you crazy? You support? You look like a support
the only
guy.
person I play. What are you trying? What does that mean?
I'm just saying you're very support.
Are you saying he looks weak?
Yeah, you look like a beta male. Let's get past that.
Do you
Tell
think
me
I
who
can't
play.
carry?
I think you can carry.
I don't
but
play carry.
Do it.
On support.
I play mid. I play mag mid or
Okay.
off mainly. Or I play like sort of initiators and kind of.
You go for the big plays.
I go for the big plays.
You
Go
get
for
your
the highlight
blink.
reel.
I go for the
12
big plays.
minutes.
Yeah,
You're
exactly. That's me.
fine.
Rank
Yeah.
check.
I don't play ranked.
Oh, neither does Zipper. I had
Fuck
this
that.
conversation with
I don't.
him.
I don't like solo queue. Like
That's fair.
that just sounds depressing.
You just play with friends.
I play with
Don't
friends.
nod.
Yeah.
I've got quite a few people I play with. Which
I
is
think
nice.
that's actually the most healthy thing you could do because, like, Valorant.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I
I
played a
do
bit
the
of that.
same. I only play with friends, and he,
Oh, dude.
both solo queue, and I only know this because I hear, "What are you doing there? What do you mean?"
Slamming the table.
At like 3 a.m. and it's absurd and it's bad for your health.
So I stopped solo queuing, and
You had to quit, like cigarettes.
Yeah, I just five
It's
stack.
anxiety. It's why I started playing StarCraft. Was because I'd just get so
Yeah.
like I'd feel like shit playing a game. I'd be so stressed.
Yeah.
I was like, this isn't good for me.
Wait, which StarCraft did you play?
2.
Yeah, perfect.
Sick.
Yeah.
I guess it's like either StarCraft, you're still fucking sick.
Zerg
Yeah.
player.
I wasn't very good. I played Zerg.
Zerg.
How did you know?
I'm just on. I'm just on right
You
now.
are on one.
You
right
also
now,
just
dude.
have a 30% chance of getting that correct. Like it's
That
a
one's
decent
easy.
odds.
But
You-
claiming he plays support, that's a 1 in 5.
You're also wrong.
No, he said he plays support.
I thought he said mid.
Oh, well,
I play a bit of both. Mid. I play like 2 or 3 or 4.
He gave it to you.
Yeah.
he did.
Which one of those roles is a support?
I also had a Dota question or a Dota related question because
Yeah.
that was my understanding of like your perspective on competitive gaming is you play Smash and you play Dota because we've seen you like Blitz, right? And I
Mhm.
think you've hung out with Blitz and the Liquid guys. If you had to pick one, like if you had to stick with one competitive game for the rest of your life, I imagine it's between those two. What would you play?
As in, well, Dota I don't, obviously Smash I've competed in, but Dota I'm not nearly good enough to play competitively.
I guess
that
if you
doesn't
had
really
to
answer your
leave,
question.
if you had to leave one behind and only play one
for the rest of my life.
from
Yeah.
here on out.
Oh,
It's Smash.
No, you know why
Because
it's not
Dota's
Smash?
forever.
You know why it's not Smash? Because he's an ultimate player. So the fucking moment they come out with a new game, you throw away ultimate to the side. And you go, I don't want to play with you anymore, like Andy from Toy Story.
Yeah.
I feel like Dota there's a special place in my heart for Dota, and if I said anything other than that, I'd be lying.
Fair enough.
It doesn't leave
You
your
hear that,
phone.
Team
that. I
Liquid?
respect
You
that.
hear that? That's your signed player.
Dude, they have a
They have
Dota
a
team.
Dota team. That's
That's arguably more what he is on the
hangs
side
out,
of.
He hangs out with
Also,
the
I
Liquid
think you're
Dota
dumb.
coach.
I think you're dumb as fuck too. By the way, I'm just gonna throw that in there. Anyway,
Jesus Christ.
So you like smoking weed or meth?
Dota, I will say, it gets in your bones. I played it since the beta came. I played it in Warcraft 3, and you're just like, I haven't played probably in 2 years, but I'm like, I could play again. Like it's never gonna go away. I do feel, however, I'm like, damn, those thousands of hours. What if I did something else? What if I?
Do you?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. I lost 12 games. I've told this on the podcast before. The lowest gaming moment I ever had. It was 12 games straight, all day playing of Kunkka mid because I watched Sing Sing a lot and I wanted to be cool. Lost every single one for 12 in a row, and I was like, this is the worst it's ever gonna be for my life. It was my worst gaming moment in my life.
maybe
that's
your worst
rough.
life moment.
Maybe.
You get a redo. Those
What is Sing
1,200
Sing
hours.
doing? He kind of stopped playing Dota.
I don't know. I
I
haven't
remember I played with
followed.
him once.
Yeah, I haven't followed. I miss him and Yapas.
I remember his team. Cloud9, pretty
He
sure.
was on Mouse, I think, way early.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are good
And people were
times.
hopping around teams on Dota like crazy.
Slime,
In Dota?
1,200 hour do over. What do you do? What do you learn right now? What do you have
Dude, I
instead?
got like 4,000 hours.
What skill do you have with those hours? What do you pour it into?
I don't know, guitar.
Mm.
Something like
do you
that.
play an instrument?
Yeah, I play an instrument, but I'm I wish I spent more time. You're not like me yet, Asa. You're not bald.
Yeah.
You got time.
Yeah.
You'll find out soon enough
No,
what
'cause-
you want to
'cause-
do with your life.
Because if he shaved his head, he would make that work. I can tell.
I've shaved my head before.
Yeah.
To
Wait,
the
I
bone.
think I've seen you with a shaved head.
It was like a 0.5.
Okay.
That's
So-
tight.
Technically, no.
How'd you feel?
Pretty sick. It felt like fucking hard as nails.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you have a good head?
Apparently, I do.
Mine's bad because I have weird bumps. and
You
it's,
don't
like,
know
very flat.
until you shave it.
And I also have a rash on the back of my head where I got born.
Oh yeah.
Where you
Yeah.
what?
Where I got born, like
It's
when I popped out, I think
Where I got born.
the doctor scraped it or something.
Where
I
you-
don't
where
know.
you
man.
hatched from.
Still, that's like 20 something.
Yeah, it's just like a
Yeah.
birthmark. I think for life, it's just like a little
Okay.
red.
Yeah.
Yeah, weird. Don't laugh at my birth defects.
Big question. You don't want
Uh-huh.
to answer, you don't have to. But he speaks French. We all hate it in the house. Do you have any feelings about the French as a Londoner?
Do I have any feelings about the French?
Mhm.
Do
Like
they-
strong ones?
Would you
Yeah.
make one blanket statement about every French person?
Would you make love to a French person? Gun to head.
Which question am I answering here?
No, go ahead. Pick your favorite.
I don't mind. Yeah, the French are cool. I got some French friends.
It's so cool, man.
The beef's a bit.
It's
I
cool
feel
with
like it's
everyone.
cap. I feel like it's an older
The
person.
beef's cap, yeah.
French versus English.
Paris,
worn off.
I'd say, is overrated.
Sure. Bet.
Everyone
Agreed.
I've ever met who has been there said it was overrated.
It's also
Yep.
the largest tourist destination in the world, and I don't think it should be. But I called my mom and I told her I was going to London, and she was like, "Watch out." She said that. She was like, "They don't like French people," and I'm like, first of all,
Really?
I'm
You can't
fucking
tell.
American.
Yeah.
I'm not walking around going like,
I like
"Oh,
the-
bonjour."
I like the idea of your mom is just like they can sense it in your blood.
Yeah.
But Ludwig's not an American name.
It's German.
Right, and they were just like, I was saying that Asa's not an English name either. Don't know why
What
I'm
is
coming to
that?
you like that. It's Hebrew.
Oh wow.
Huh.
Are
Yeah.
you Jewish?
I'm not Jewish.
I knew an Asa in my school, in my podunk redneck town. His name was Asa, and then he became the manager of a casino. So you're in good company.
Okay.
The two aces.
There's also a porn star called Asa.
Wow. Oh
Yeah.
wait, Asa Akira.
You know.
Oh yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
I don't know.
know.
Keep it, you say it.
He's like, which one? Asa Akira?
She's my. You know how I told you before the podcast?
I like the
I
award shows.
unfollowed Amaranth on Twitter because I just couldn't. Look. It's just too much.
Yeah, it turns public scrolling of Twitter into a fucking
can't do
landmine
it.
field.
Mhm.
My keep all this time. She was like one of the first 100 people I followed. Asa Akira.
You kept?
Yeah, she's still
Then
on there,
why
dude.
did you not follow
Because
Aaron?
she only
it's a-
she only tweets like once a month.
He's
So it's
so,
fine. The
It's
risk.
political
I'm ready.
discourse.
I'm down to hedge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
you know
right.
what, Kaylin? I still follow you. So
Porn star Twitters are pretty funny. Like right now, like Lisa Ann's Twitter, it looks like she's a real estate agent.
they do look, yeah.
It's-
Yeah.
They'll like take a picture and it's like their like name and stuff, and it just looks like a billboard lawyer or something.
Buttoned up shirt.
Yeah. Which why not? You know, I think that's a good. We have this lawyer in LA called Sweet James.
You know about Sweet James?
You can tell
No.
about Sweet James.
Dude,
I don't know what you can't compare it to anything here.
do you have like so in LA you drive down the highways, and there's lawyers that advertise themselves on billboards, usually injury attorneys,
Mm-hmm.
and it's sort of considered. There's like a slang for it's like ambulance chaser because they're always just trying to get a piece of like some sort of settlement. Is there a sort of like analog to that in the UK?
Not so much. I know what you're talking about. I've seen those posters on the highways. I don't know if we do.
Yeah, it's
not
like a
not
CD.
so like blatantly, like cash grab.
Do you think there's this level of subtlety here that doesn't let that happen, or is there like I guess Boris Johnson's your fucking prime minister, so I don't know.
I don't know.
I feel like having the NHS probably prevents that market from appearing.
What does hockey have to do with any of this?
It's not the NHS in America. Like, what do you think? It's National Hockey Service, and they serve.
They have
Raise.
and everybody has to register.
Yeah.
You could be drafted at any time.
I did 2 tours in Boston.
fucking I get a piece of mail from Sidney Crosby.
What was
It's
the
just like
original-
come
What was
join
the original
league.
question? Did we just forget it?
Well, I
It was
just
the
kinda
analog to
asking
injury
about,
lawyers.
Oh no,
Sweet
we're
James.
trying to talk about Sweet James.
Yeah.
Oh, Sweet James. Sweet James is a fucking billboard lawyer, and like it's so funny because he has like radio commercials in LA where he's just like, gotta call Sweet James, and
Oh
you're
my,
like,
that was lovely.
That was pretty
That
good.
was good.
I've been practicing.
Why don't we make a billboard?
That's what you should have spent
Amaranth
those
just made a billboard.
4,000 hours doing.
Really?
Yeah.
Billboard lawyer parody
No,
songs?
singing.
Singing, yeah.
Yeah, doing little jingles for Sweet James.
You could be somewhere.
Oh, dude, we could. All
Means
right, we'll talk after.
Why don't we make a billboard
Real
that's
talk
like?
shop.
Do you guys have a jingle for this show?
Why don't we make
Yes.
a billboard?
Yeah.
We do.
You do?
No
You
words,
guys
but-
singing?
No.
No?
It's a piano riff.
It's
Oh,
a
yeah.
written piece.
Have you seen Trailer Park Boys?
Bits of.
Have you seen It's Always Sunny?
Bits of.
Similar to the intros of both those
Okay.
shows.
You see Rugrats?
Oddly juxtaposed as elegant, and then the crassness comes in. That's the idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is a sweet tune.
You have
Anyway,
a billboard idea?
let's go back to it.
What's
Yeah, I
up?
want to make a billboard with you. It's me and you. We're both in suits. It's
Uh-huh.
in L.A. and it says, did you get sucked off? And then there's a phone number.
No, okay, so it's did Boris Johnson check your kid? And then it's you and him like this, like looking at the camera, and it's like call now. and
Yeah.
you only handle cases
He's
for all those
tackling
children.
me, and then it's a billboard we throw up in like right outside London.
It's like bidet cleaning service. It's like, this guy's on it.
Yeah, it's
He'll-
bidet cleaning plus injury attorney, like all in one-stop shop.
This could be good in your, whenever you're not on a shoot, like kind of in your off season right now. You could just be setting up bidets in people's homes in Los Angeles.
Dude,
You're really selling me this.
we should make a billboard. Daily Dose had this idea. He wanted to have a street of billboards somewhere in America, and he asked like 15 YouTubers. I put in a group chat. It's like Laserbeam and Mr. Beast and Daily Dose of Internet. He's like, everyone, let's do a billboard. Everyone's like, what the fuck is this idea? They all leave. It dies. But I've been attached to it ever since.
Well,
of just
Amaranth
having a
did
billboard.
hers. Do you
What
know who Amaranth is?
No.
I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you a picture real quick.
I know her from the guys. You guys have done stuff with her.
Okay,
yeah, she's on our show.
She's great. She's probably the biggest
Twitch streamer, right?
grinder. Well, not the biggest Twitch streamer, but
She's the biggest, I think,
female Twitch streamer probably.
probably, yeah, in terms of hours watched, because she streams about
Oh, yeah, 'cause
250
she's-
hours a month.
She's live so often, yeah.
She's a nutcase like that. Do you watch any streamers or YouTubers?
Not really. Like most of the streams I watch are for like competitive,
You're just trying to
Like-
get cracked at games.
like for tournaments. Yeah, basically.
Any
Uh,
YouTube channels you follow?
Daily Dose.
Daily
Daily Dose,
Dose.
fucking quality.
Yeah,
I
daily on the
do.
internet.
I just need to go through
But you don't like watch them that regularly that you would outside of daily.
Daily's on the daily.
Gotta
Tierzoo.
be. Oh,
sick.
pretty good shout out there.
I like Tierzoo.
He's a sick YouTuber.
He
I'm
is.
down with
He's smart. I mean, there's
You seem
more.
like you would be a Summoning Salt fan.
I do like something.
Yeah.
So.
I
He had a new
pegged
video
your-
actually. I haven't seen it.
Yeah,
His
he
most
did Punch
recent one.
Out.
Yeah.
It hit my inbox and I was like, I don't know the game, but I'll still watch it because I like you. But I wish you did a game I knew.
He's got
I
a
thought.
great intro.
Yeah,
That tune.
Uh-huh.
Since.
home. We're finally landing.
Yeah. Virtual.
Virtual, dude. I know your exact YouTube type.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could probably like pinpoint
Yeah.
what's on my feed.
Because it's very similar in what your YouTube type is. It's perfect React content. Like you watch any of these guys on stream and chat's just loving every second of it. But yeah, they're all goated documentarists. I'm trying to think of other people in that same field, but I think that's it. Shockingly, several of those people are in a secret online poker group.
Really?
Do you know about this?
No.
There's an online poker group. Tierzoo's a part of it.
You're just leaking?
It's not
They're-
like
they're
You can't
secret
you
groups.
can't like
fine.
get into it.
yeah, it's fine.
Is
It's not
it
like-
high stakes? 5, 10, 20?
It is
They get
somewhat
fucking
high
wild?
stakes. It's like a couple $100 buy-in. I played one day. Worst experience in my life. They hop on a Discord call. They play on this app, which is kind of weird. You have to like swipe up to like, fold,
Ugh.
like shake to call. It's like weirdly interactive. Yeah.
Poker
It's
for
like
the Wii.
it's like a Wii game.
yeah.
They don't know about poker now, dude.
And I'm in it.
Texas switch him.
Yeah. and it's me, it's Mr. Beast, it's Tierzoo, it's the CEO of Carrot.
Okay.
It's like this one guy who runs it, and we're playing, and there's a couple other YouTubers in there as well. And Mr. Beast went in 15 hands in a row. All in.
Holy
For like
shit.
That's
for
so
like
he's Duke Vitro, dude.
for like
That's
a-
so annoying.
Yeah, for like and I am like, I ran an online poker ring for a while allegedly. Okay, I know a little bit.
Allegedly.
So I'm waiting for some primos. I get my ace kings and I get it in, and I beat him, and he just instantly buys in for like 1,000.
Yeah, he's got infinite money
All in
glitch,
again.
dude. He can just kind of do that
I
forever.
know. And so it's like the whole entire day I'm there, I'm like playing, and eventually I get an all in again. I have another great hand. It's like something like Jax, and he's like 6'3", and he just gets us straight. And I'm like, this isn't
He's just trying to
isn't
feel
fun
something
anymore.
Yeah.
Because this is just anxiety for me, and all he's doing while he's playing is on the Discord going, like maniacally laughing at me, while just maybe robbing someone with like 5% chance of winning.
Yeah.
And this is his pleasure.
That's
and I never
beautiful.
played
That's fucked
again.
up.
They owe me $500 because I ended up winning, but I never cashed it in because I never wanted to go back in because I didn't want to get sucked back into the hellhole. But anyway, Tirzu's in that. He's sucked in that demon monster.
His tears, you dog at poker or what?
No, he's really good because like he's a fucking nerd,
Yeah.
right?
That makes sense.
He's like, you know, John Boy actually. Not like John
No.
Boy.
John Boy's in there?
No, I'm just saying. I said that because Tirzu's inspired by him in a way.
You're a gambler, Asa?
I play poker. I'm not like good at it, but I
But you've
can play
played it. But you're okay.
I know.
But you don't
play.
like have this hole in your heart.
I've not got a gambling addiction. If that's what you're trying to
Are
get at.
there, are there casinos in London?
There's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
bunch,
Yeah.
dude.
We've
Yeah,
gone. We went in Stoke. I lost
Oh,
like
they had
200 quid.
They had
Yeah.
single zero roulette there, right?
Yeah.
So
They did.
I think possibly the first time I went to a casino was after the ESL Birmingham Dota Major.
Mm.
They had the after party at a casino.
Oh, that's great.
That's
Dangerous.
that was dangerous.
That's dangerous because you're all getting drunk.
It
and,
was
like,
it was a heavy night for everyone.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a little degenerate here because I went to a gas station and it's kind of like Vegas and they just had slots
Yeah.
here.
Well, I don't want to shout out the name. We can beep it because no free promos. But it's called, and that's very funny because it's like a gambling little hall. But it was like a company, and there's like these weird like horse machines. And I'm like,
Oh yeah, horse betting's huge.
yeah, what the fuck?
What is
Yeah.
it?
It's just
Like-
horse betting.
Horse racing.
Oh, I thought he said
okay,
horse
okay.
bang, and I'm like,
I heard horse bang too.
Mr.
Oh, yeah.
Hands? Horse shows up.
Horse bang sounds like an energy drink that just fucks you up.
Horse bang.
we made it for horses, but now we sell it to you.
It's
Bottles
the
like
bang. It's the version of bang they give to
It's
the
just
horse.
ketamine.
It's a huge bottle. It has a sippy tip. There's a little horse cum in it. And they're like, we swear it's good for you.
It's the worm in the tequila.
Yeah. It's I because I went to Coventry to do the YouTube video
Your water park.
to go to my water park
Uh-huh.
with Tommy in it and other British YouTubers.
Did you get wet?
I did get wet. Yeah, I got wet with it was Jacksepticeye and there's another guy who I'm forgetting who I feel bad that I'm forgetting. Other famous British YouTubers, are they a big deal here? Do they matter? Are they in the grand scheme of British culture?
I mean, yeah, I suppose.
Like
Especially in like the new generation of like online entertainment. Yeah.
can I throw names at you and you tell me if you know them?
Sure.
Tubbo,
Yeah, I heard of him.
Jack Manifold.
I feel like I've heard of him.
I was hoping he would say no. I was like
No,
praying.
feel like I heard of him as Diet No.
Yeah,
By the way.
just soft no. He was fucking with me the whole time too.
Yeah.
He seems like a guy
He
who.
said the plan is
he'd be
simple
doing
in
that.
front of me 15 times.
Yeah,
And then
you earned it.
he played Count What You Have Now, which is a song I play a lot on stream, on the speakers in the whole water park.
Wow.
So
Sang the
funny.
entire 5 minutes
You're
of
just
it.
getting bullied by
So
like
funny.
what is he, 17?
17.
17.
Yeah. And I kept
Did he
saying,
pants you?
I kept saying, dude, when you turn 18, I want to fight. And he'd be like, why? And then we go to Wagamama's, and it's him and this guy named Bill, and they keep fucking with me some more. They're like, oh, you have to order the Power Up. I'm like, what? He's like, it's a drink on it. It's like, oh, you have to. It's British classic. I look over to like other like Jacksepticeye. Like, and then
Dude,
he's
this is just what you do to me in the Starbucks drive-thru when you
But-
say get the works.
yeah, but it's like there's two of them. They're peppering me. And it's like, oh, California cauliflower bang bang. Got to get one of those.
The boiled charcuterie. You need to try it.
And then he's like, yeah, it's good for your bones. I'm like, that's not how cauliflower works. And I'm like, how good is it? Let's arm wrestle. And he's like, this guy arm wrestles.
Oh, you're getting so owned.
I know. I
God.
got owned by two 17-year-olds who dropped out of college illegally for fucking 3 hours yesterday.
Wow.
Legally.
High school.
Yeah, you can't drop out of college, I think. Did
Wait,
you
no,
No, we
finish?
call
high
it
school?
college here. Like college, there's like a whole. It's Americans get confused whenever I say
Oh,
like
what?
I was at college because you guys think that's university. Right?
Yeah.
College here is like 2 years you take after school, but you finish it when you're 18. But it's in a different
Wait,
place.
what?
It's not high school.
You did secondary, then college?
Yeah.
You
Oh,
didn't do
that's
any apprentice.
wild.
Did you finish it all? Was it?
Yeah,
Wait.
I graduated.
Is that the one you take your A levels in?
Hey,
Let's go.
Look at
Let's
you.
go.
You take your
Oh,
A levels
boy.
to go to college.
now you take your A levels to get into
Wait, so
university.
Uni? Okay,
Yeah,
never
yeah.
mind then. I'm
So
capping.
you were acting while in school.
Mm-hmm.
Did that influence school for you?
As in, like, yeah,
Like-
I
like-
had less of it.
Well, I guess like at school, where it was everyone just like, oh, you're the actor kid.
I was lucky, not so much. obviously people were interested, especially people like in younger years.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly it was the teachers actually that would suck up to me. It's quite funny.
Oh, that's
The
pretty
kids,
sick.
the
Kids
kids.
don't
That's a
Kids-
better
That's
deal.
really
Yeah.
funny,
No
actually.
10-year-olds watching Boy in the Striped Pajama. That's like such a hard
no,
film,
but they
right?
did. They
Really?
Like people studied it in school here. Not 10-year-olds, like
Oh,
13-year-olds.
they studied it.
That's
Yeah.
wild.
Interesting. I
My
actually did
school
watch it in school too. Now that I think
Didn't.
about it.
Thank God. That would have been
Fucking weird.
That would
weird.
have made it more complicated. Yeah.
Yeah, that would. I think they saw that as being potential
You
issue.
could have. It
Yeah.
would have been good for you in a brief circumstance where you could just like walk on that assignment. Like, what are you gonna make me write about this?
They're good. They give him an F. They're like, no, you're wrong.
Yeah.
Call the director.
It's like a partner assignment, and everyone's like, "Well, I gotta be with that guy."
I remember hearing when what's her name, Emma Watson. She like went to Brown because she got into Brown, which is a great school, and she would like answer questions in class, and people be like, "Yeah, 3 points for Gryffindor." Yeah, that's
Yeah,
funny,
and
right?
then Ludwig
She
in the back
fucking-
would laugh.
She fucking
Dude.
quit. She didn't want to finish.
Get
Yeah.
rolled.
Yeah, that's not
I
funny.
think it's funny. It's funny like
Right.
one time, but
We're
then
just adding.
I know.
Emma
I know a
Watson.
lot of actors who like decided to just be homeschooled
yeah.
because school is kind of.
It felt like you, and maybe I'm wrong here, lived a pretty normal life,
I did.
even though you were a famous actor.
Yeah, I think I was lucky.
How?
I think because I started young and I like saw the side of the industry that I didn't want to be a part of
Mm-hmm.
in kind of like particular parts of Hollywood, and I just enjoyed being in London. I think being in London, you're just slightly separate from like the machine and like
Yeah.
just churning out all of these like.
Did you have
Kids.
opportunities to move
No,
to Hollywood that you
do
rejected?
you mean in the sense of not being in Hollywood?
Yeah,
yeah.
I think Hollywood's massively destructive. I think just being away from that, and also just having like my family and my friends
Sure.
who are all pretty supportive and chill.
Did you ever turn down big roles because you were like, oh, that'll make me too big time. That'll be too
No.
big as a kid.
If I turn down a role, it'd be because of like the quality of the script and shit. and,
You only
like, the
turn down
team.
shit stuff.
The
Yeah.
Ludwig biopic, he's not gonna do.
You would you play me?
I would write it, but I wouldn't write it for Asa.
He wouldn't do it.
He would play me in your biopic.
You're so funny.
We're
up?
way
It's
more
me,
similar
Nick.
looking than you fucking do.
Yeah. He just does this one little Nick one-liner.
I do think it's like a or I guess make it like a British actor thing. I feel like every child actor that comes that's not from America, they just end up having like better, more well-rounded lives, and then the child stars from the U.S. are just like it gets bad.
They hit coke by 14, heroin by 16.
Dude, not even the music industry. Like Aaron Carter, he was fucked up, man. There's like a whole thing about how his life just got really, really weird.
They have fraught relationships with their family.
Yeah,
It's terrible. It's
It's,
always like a
Mhm.
terrible path, but you are just like a normal guy who happens to. It feels like a job for you rather than like you are an
Or
actor.
then that's like my life.
yeah.
Yeah. No, for sure. And I like being in school. Like when I was a kid, like it was nice to. You're like 15, 16. You're working with adults all day. It's nice to just like hang out with people your own age.
Yeah. And you, like grow up with normal humans.
You got
Yeah.
buds like from way back, or like where is your friend group? Because I met pretty much all these guys in the past like 5 years, but I still got my childhood friends.
A lot of my close friends are still like my friends from school.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess it's the same area. Right?
You
Yeah.
was born like fucking down the street.
that
dude.
makes sense.
That's hype.
Yeah.
That's really nice. Your life rules, but not in the way that's like, oh, you're actor, man.
What sucks?
Huh?
What sucks?
What sucks in your
sucks?
life?
Yeah,
What
what
sucks in
sucks?
your
life?
fucking life
Fucking
right now,
blows, dude.
Complain,
fuck.
complain. Just get
I
it
want
out
you to
there.
get dark with me right now.
Dark.
I want you to get crazy.
What are the dark thoughts? You
What?
have?
We can bring back the therapy session.
This
Alright.
is where it's going.
Let
Yeah.
me rephrase. What's the hardest you've ever cried?
Holy shit.
No, I was kidding. Yeah, what sucks about your life?
Fuck, not much.
Damn, you're
That
so
rules,
money.
dude.
Oh.
Just rules.
Fuck.
Not much.
Come on, something's
Um,
gotta suck. You can't like use Tinder correctly, I guess, because everyone's just like,
Does
oh,
dating
yeah.
suck?
Well,
Dating. Yeah, it has done in the past. Like it has its benefits and it has its real drawbacks.
I could imagine it'd suck if you like hooked up with someone and like let's just say you bust fast and then they start telling people like, oh, dude, Asa,
Lud, is there, you want to?
what's up? What's up, bro?
Something you want to talk
Like
about?
if you happen to come quickly.
yeah.
If it
If you happen
you-
to be someone,
I don't know if you happen to do
if
it.
that
like,
happened
If
to
you-
happen.
I don't know.
do you know a lot of people that
and
happens
if they talked
for?
about it,
You got foreskin, you get it too, right?
I do have foreskin.
Yeah, so you know what it's
Ah,
like.
yes, I was waiting to bring this up.
course he
Yes,
does.
yeah,
Of
we,
course
we,
I
a-
do.
we
I'm
ask
not
we ask
American.
every
Yeah,
guest if
it's-
you if they
yeah,
have
The
foreskin.
ratio is
fucked.
crazy.
Hey,
right
welcome,
now.
welcome to
Hey,
the
welcome to the
brotherhood.
club.
Welcome to the
Welcome to the
brotherhood.
club. Pleasure
it's
to have
great.
you.
It's great.
Me and
It's
you.
great
To
to
the
be
Great
fucking
working with
death
you.
of us.
So you know what it's like busting quick.
To the point.
No, I see. That's where I don't shake your hand.
Really?
Yeah.
Me neither, dude. Shit,
Yeah.
50 minutes, and I'm like, all right, I guess.
I guess
Right,
we'll go.
fellas?
Yeah. Look. Here's the thing. I don't have anything. I forgot. I lost my train of thought, and I didn't want to keep talking about foreskin out of respect.
Okay.
See, when Asa's agency asked me to send over a list of things we'd ask, this is kind of why I said
Oh, there's
we didn't
rules?
prepare one.
Okay, so how
We're gonna-
deep can we get?
We're gonna ask him whether he's cut or uncut.
That's chill, right? That has
Of
to be
course it
chill.
Oh,
Okay.
get
Hey,
some tummy
you got a
involved.
little
Tum-tum?
hair
Oh
in there.
my.
All right.
Yeah,
that's
what
why I
was it? Hey,
called
let's
it.
see
Yeah,
yours again.
You were that. Yeah, you were
Yeah.
freaked out,
You
and that
actually
makes
have
sense.
so 2 things about you.
Come on. It's not like that's
sure.
not.
Yes,
Thumbs
sir.
out, thumbs out.
So here's the thing.
I'm like the Grady.
So you have maybe the hairiest tummy
I do.
I've seen comparatively to what you look like. I
You-
wouldn't guess
I
you have a
know.
hairy tummy.
No, people don't.
You've also got a beautiful belly button.
You got a hot belly, Eamon. I like your
Yeah,
belly
you
a
do.
lot.
I would guess 11, 12 stone.
I don't really know in stone.
Rookie.
Wait, 11, 12 for what? What?
Casual.
Stone
Wait.
is a measurement of
No.
weight
What?
that I don't know what means.
Do you guys work out?
Oh, yeah.
I
Not-
actually do.
I fucking hate it.
Really?
I hate working
Do
out
you
so much.
but could you not? I actually was thinking about this. Could you not just be like, Mr. Agent, I want to look like Ryan Reynolds does now? And they'd be like, okay. And then you just do the thing where you take steroids or whatever Hollywood people do.
Yeah, but that's off of my own back. Like, I don't want to be the one making that call. I want to have like Marvel call me up, be like, "You're gonna get on
Right.
like the Marvel diet. Here's your personal trainer. Here's your nutritionist." I
Sure.
don't have to think about it.
You want to be like British Boy Wonder.
And then
they
I'm
give
like,
you
great. I feel fit.
Is that something you want to do?
Uh,
Like, would you throw that onto the universe and be like, Agent, be like, give me a role that just gets me fucking hot?
like, like yes and no. No, because I can't really be fucked.
Right.
Yes, because
But
everyone
you
wants
get
to look
paid
hot.
to do it, and it's like you get an acting gig, and you get to look hot after.
It's still work.
It is a lot of work.
That's like the main way. The analog for YouTubers is doing a boxing match to get ripped.
It's got to pay off somehow. Yeah, I see
And
what
like
you're saying.
like
yeah.
there's a
It
couple.
becomes your, it
Have you
becomes
done
your
your boxing
motivation
match?
for doing it.
I have a dream
Have you got
of
one lined up?
doing a chess boxing match, but I think I'm too much of a pussy to do it, so I'll just host it and commentate it
Yeah, fair enough.
because it's scary, dude.
Do you want to do chess boxing for us?
Would you chess
Where
box
does the
someone?
boxing come into this?
How
So you
does it
play
work?
you play chess, like a round of chess, and then like a timer goes off.
For
and
every
you
piece
switch,
you take,
you switch over and you go to boxing.
You get one punch.
The
Yeah.
goal, you either
No.
win by checkmate or knockout.
It's alternating.
Whatever happens first.
So it's like 2 minutes of chess, 2 minutes of boxing, back to chess, back to boxing.
and this is the thing. You
It's
haven't
a
just come up
real
with
This
this.
is a
sport
real
that
sport.
already existed before me from the
Oh,
80s.
shit.
And you progressively get way worse at chess because you're getting fucking
Keep
punched.
taking concussions.
And so I want
And you get no better at boxing.
Imagine you do some sort of bishop move, but the boxing version.
I've been offered because iDubbbz, you know him, the YouTuber.
I do.
He's trying to run a boxing event, but he was gonna box Rice Gum and he backed out. And iDubbbz is now fucking just like huge. Like he's been doing it for like 6 months, 8 months. Like he's just been training. And so he's
What do I
like,
do with my rage?
he's literally just going around like door to door asking any YouTubers like,
Please
"Box?"
fight me.
Like
That's
please,
so
like get in the
funny.
fucking ring with me. And so like I got hit up and I'm like, no. Like, you're 8 months deep, you're trained, you're ripped. This is my tummy.
Yeah, it's
This
true.
is what I got.
Got
This is
an,
how
you got
I'm
an
feeling
appendix
out.
scar and a dream, dude.
Yeah, in a chest. I think if I get punched in my chest hole, I die.
Yeah.
I
You don't have
believe-
enough bone to protect you.
I believe that the heart is like an inch away, and it's just like, nah, you're good. Like you give an extra beat. So
You
I'm
should
out.
be able to wear like a little, like maybe fill it.
Fill it.
Yeah, with
Like
some
with
sort
concrete.
of
With, like, cement.
Yeah,
Yeah.
even it out.
Sort of
cup.
Yeah, cup for your. It's like an inverse cup.
Yeah.
and then it'd keep you safe.
Yeah, maybe that's what I'll do, man.
I had a dream last night.
About
that
me?
I'm not kidding. That me and Nick went into some English person's house
Mm.
and we started like I spilled something, and she got really mad at me. And we're like in her house, like this is normal, but it's not. It's a dream. Spilled something. She gets insanely furious at me, and I start cleaning up, and I'm like, I'm sorry. She's like, oh, stupid Americans. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. And then I get mad, and I'm like, here's some money, because that's what you all care about. This is a dream.
What the fuck?
And so I take money, and I'm like,
What?
that's what you care about, so just take the money then. All of a sudden, she, like, screams outside. She's like, hey, come on and get him. And there's, like, 6 lads and now they're chasing us for like the whole dream, and we're running away trying to hide from like these British hooligans that are trying to kill us. So we disrespected like their mom.
Is the end of the
What?
stream like that one video with those like 3 shirtless British lads
I love
hitting
that
each
video.
other,
Oh,
hitting each
God,
other
that's
over the
such a
back with lawn
iconic
chairs?
video.
Have you seen that?
I don't know if I
They
have.
rip
Yeah.
Chads and they
It's a
kiss
fucking
first.
great
They
video.
could be Russian,
He like
right?
their shirt. No, they're definitely British. They're in like the back patio of a house. They're all shirtless. They're all pretty fucking jacked. And the guy's just like, hit me with it. And his friend pulls up a chair that he folds up, and he bends over, takes a massive hit of his cigarette,
Here we go.
gets
oh,
hit
this
over
is
the
so
back.
legendary.
It is one of the greatest videos I think on the
It's a
internet,
fucking amazing video.
and they just.
Takes a drag.
I love how they kiss before because it demasculates the whole thing,
Archie just put this video on
but still
screen.
makes it so hard.
You gotta mic up.
Dude, this is so
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah, he lines it up, and it's a minute, but it goes hard.
He's hit him in the ass.
Yeah. So this guy gets it fine, and I'm gonna skip ahead here. It's he goes back.
Comes back for more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love when he
That's like
tells
a
him
leg.
to hit him again. I love when he
It
tells him to hit him
opens-
again.
And then it gets sad for a moment.
When do they kiss?
Oh, you missed
It's at
it.
the way beginning, yeah.
The first second of it.
Right here.
Oh,
Dude,
They
it's
kiss.
so
That
sick.
that makes it okay.
It's really sweet.
It makes it sweet. If they didn't kiss,
Yeah.
it's like a weird video. You're like British people, but now you're like, oh, British people.
It's so lovely.
Yeah, it is lovely, isn't it? Okay, a recommendation for me as a British man. I've been seeing a lot of posters. Okay, is this cringe? I want to go to a play.
It's cringe
Why
in
is
the
that
in the
cringe?
wrong context. It's cringe because you think it is.
It's cringe because you want to do it here specifically. I feel like if we were in New York, you wouldn't do this.
I think I might, but I
Why?
would-
Why do you want
Or
to see a
we-
play?
We like live
I've
in
been-
we live in LA. You would never do this at
I
home.
feel like unlike LA, I've been hit with so many ads for Les Mis, for
They
for
do. We
Moulin Rouge.
do love it here. I say we. I never go to the theater.
Do you never go?
No, not really.
Have you never done theater acting?
No.
Is that not something you're really?
No, I like the cameras.
Wow.
Yeah,
What
I've
is
thought
it?
about it, but it's not for me.
Are there like
Yeah.
actors who look down on you for that?
Maybe.
Camera guy.
Yeah.
Doesn't need to stage.
You're like the Bo Burnham of actors. He like didn't go to comedy school. He just like
Mm.
went directly from YouTube video to comedy special to movie. You're like that.
That's a huge compliment. Thank you very much.
Yeah, yeah.
Bo
Great
Burnham's a
person to be
legend.
compared to.
Yeah.
I'm not saying as an insult.
Yeah.
the
Um,
thing is that a theater is so beautiful. Okay, I have an English degree. Do you have a degree?
No, sir.
Wow.
You
So
know,
listen up. Take some notes.
Boy, do I have a lot to teach you right now.
I will say, I was like, I want to ask Asa about Shakespeare because I'm such a
I didn't like
dirty
Shakespeare in
little
school.
slut. You didn't?
No.
That's crazy.
I feel like
Interesting.
maybe I would actually. I'm chatting out my ass. Probably not.
I mean, maybe if you like had to be forced to sit down and read it, you're like, oh, okay, that's kind of cool. But it's like, we live in the era where you can play video games instead, and that's beautiful.
I just finished God of War.
Mm.
I heard
Literally,
it's fire.
boy.
it's fucking good. It's the best like single player game I've
That's what
played in
other
a
people
while.
have been saying too. I
Also,
wanna
has a
play it.
great ending.
You played it?
I've only watched it. Guilty pleasure.
God, you're so
I watched
weird.
Soda Poppin play it, and I watched for about 24 hours straight because he does a thing where he plays it straight through.
Holy shit! I can't watch anyone play games that long.
Well, I fucked up this month because I have to stream a certain amount of hours on YouTube, and I've streamed maybe 20 so far, and the month's almost over.
Oh my
Whoa.
god.
So I have to do a 24-hour stream of Elden Ring when I get back.
That's hype.
Uh,
You Souls guy? Do you like Souls, Asa?
I'm not very. I've played bits. I played Sekiro, which I actually really enjoyed, but I'm not. I wouldn't call myself a Souls guy.
I call Dark Souls 1 the Wire of video games. Does that make sense to you?
I mean, I've seen parts of The Wire, but your comparison goes over my head.
Have you played Psychonauts?
No. I feel like I've got it on the Game Pass.
Yeah, it's a
The
Game
sequel.
Pass game for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, the second one,
Yeah.
my favorite game.
just play Super
Yeah.
Auto Pets, bro. That's all you
Oh
need.
my god.
All right, we're at 90, and I'm full of piss, and I have to go to the
Wait.
trough.
Wait, before we
Finish
wrap
this
it
off,
up,
Hayden.
I actually did have a last question for you.
Yeah, what's up?
So we were just talking about like the way you got into acting and the
It wasn't
you look-
long. I
you-
did a bit of acting.
Yeah, he did Smash Summon stuff. I put
yeah,
him on.
you did a lot of great
Yeah,
acting.
appreciate
Yeah,
it.
you did.
I'm a good
you
actor.
You didn't have an educational background in acting either.
I'm the
so-
best actor in the gaming world. outside of Will Neff and like 30 other people, but
Tough list.
go ahead.
Because you don't like come from the like a I guess like a traditional background in acting, like and you start so young and you figure out all these things by yourself. Like when you prepare for a role, because I feel like there's all these stories of like, you know, Daniel Day-Lewis like lives as the character for like months, or like Heath Ledger like spent the month in the hotel room before he became like the Joker on Dark Knight. How do you generally prepare for a role, and is it like different between roles? Like, do you pick a specific way every time, or do you like how have you figured that out?
Yeah, it is kind of different depending on the role. Some roles need more work and like kind of like workshopping and figuring out. I'm not a method actor by any means. Like I would never put myself through that because I feel like
that seems like insane even in the world of acting.
Yeah, I've never felt that necessary. And also a lot of the roles I play feel quite familiar to me, so I feel like I can kind of just be a version of myself.
When you queue up for like a new season and you're gonna be Otis again, like do you just like, yep, I'm gonna be, and you just slip into Otis mode and
like,
it's easy?
When you've been doing something that long, you can kind of just go into it.
Dude,
Yeah,
is
that's
acting
cool.
just easy?
Dude.
Oh shit.
Don't make me say that.
Is that what
Is it just easy?
Don't make me say
It's
Did you
that.
just
We're
play God of
finding
War,
out.
go downstairs, and you're like, I have sex, and then you go upstairs, and they're like 2 million, sir. And you're like, fair enough.
He's just done
They
it
literally
again.
tall me what to say.
Really?
They write it down.
That's,
It's all on a page.
he doesn't
All I have
to
to do is
think
learn
it
it.
out.
You don't have to, dude. It's so.
He just
easy.
shows up, reads a script for a
Yeah.
little
You
bit.
should try to be a streamer for a year.
That's what
Talks
pisses
it
me
in.
off.
Let's
'cause
I've
all
tried
right-
streaming.
Have you?
Yeah.
And you didn't like it?
You don't
I
like
didn't like. Well, when I play games, I feel like I'm always tryharding, and I find it hard to try hard and talk
Yes.
and
Yeah.
be entertaining.
You can't.
Yeah,
This is
that's
my
why I
problem.
don't like
This
it.
is my problem with streaming is I want to win, and winning becomes harder when you're streaming.
Yeah.
Gaming should become secondary to the entertainment of the people who are watching, and you should not care about gaming. Is my take on it.
You know what pisses me off, Ludwig, what you just said? Because I'll write stuff. I write ads for him for stuff, and like I'm the writer guy, and he says it, and you never look, you never give a shit, and you're like, I will just wing it, and then we end up doing 30 takes, and I write it down for you, Ludwig.
No, we should talk
Wait,
about
I
that
thought
here.
he was two-take Tony.
I'm two-take Tony.
Do you consider him a two-take Tony just looking at him?
Let's show him Cornbase.
No.
Are you a one-take Jake or are you a two-take Tony?
I'm neither.
You're neither. Oh man.
Let's show this guy Cornbase and let him judge my acting chops.
Fucking hate you so goddamn much.
Okay. Last thing. I'll just give you a little.
You're gonna
taste.
make him watch
Oh
Cornbase?
Yeah, I'm gonna make
Are
him
you
watch.
kidding me?
You're
I'm
gonna
making
make
him watch my reel.
Cornbase.
This is what you do,
You
all
have a
right?
reel?
You have an acting reel.
Wait, I actually didn't
Well,
know
my
you had a
acting
reel.
my acting reel is
Wait,
just
it's just
one
Cornbase.
reel.
He doesn't have one.
It's not a reel.
Have you
Here's
ever
why you
played
won't have a
someone
real
that
game.
wasn't you? Is this you getting a chair
I'm-
smacked over your back?
No. Yes, this role right here. I'm playing a Southern man.
Would you believe
And
his
le-
back
and let me
used
tell
to
you-
look like that?
I'm not Southern.
It's true.
Yeah. We
Why
actually.
are you struggling so much with this right
It's
now?
one-handed and I'm hot and I have to pee in the trough.
He really does get overwhelmed like a child.
All right, Archie, I'm starting it now. Go. You don't have to watch the whole thing. It's
Is this you?
All this land behind me, mine now, passed down to me from my daddy. But it's not just me. Mommy's here too, and I gotta take care of her. It's hard work. I was 6 when I found out I'd take over the farm.
That's
It's
me.
been long
I
days
took
and early
that beat.
mornings.
That beat shot.
Man.
I look forward to going home, drinking a cold beer, watching the big game, and using this new app I found called Cornbase.
thoughts.
Excellent.
No.
You didn't show the next part with me.
Thank you for watching The Yard.
Oh, dude, you validated two people on the
Aw.
show too much
They're gonna,
today.
the two of them are gonna ride this for so long.
Yeah,
dude.
we did actually.
Hey, best accent, best actor in the room.
We needed a W.
Well,
Mr. President.
second best actor in the room. Sorry.
Yeah, best actor in the fucking room.
Thank you for watching The Yard, everybody. We appreciate it. We're at our 90 minutes. We have another hour we're going to do with, I think, Archie,
Yeah, maybe
Tomorrow,
Archie.
yeah.
our
Hey,
editor.
We're gonna put an hour together somewhere in this hellscape of a
Join the
city.
Dude, we
Patreon.
should do it at the Boris I keep calling it the Boris rally. The anti-Boris Johnson rally that's happening in London
That'll
tomorrow
be
at
hype.
noon. It's a big thing.
I'm
Maybe-
down.
Let's
maybe
just
we
bring
can get
microphones
Boris.
and then set up chairs.
And then you just start interviewing people there.
Yeah.
This is actually a really good.
This is
idea.
just theater
This
of
is a
life.
great idea.
We're doing Good Neighbor Theater of Life, but at a rally
Well,
instead of at Venice.
it's
Yeah, but we would
actually-
be talking to. It's different, but you're right. But kind of.
But also, that's a great thing, and it ended. So let's bring it back, baby.
Yes, sir.
And then we'll do it in accents the whole time.
All right, so yeah, you
want to
see our bonus?
I think you should
episode?
do your corn-based accent the entire time.
Southern accent?
Yeah.
It's decent. I couldn't do it again. Anyway, that's it. That's all.
You want to see our bonus episode? Join the Patreon. Do one more hour.
I
And
have to pee so bad in the trough.
that is all. Thank you for watching, Asa. Thank you for
Nice
doing
one.
it.
Thanks, boys.
Really
Thanks for having me.
appreciate
Hopefully it was
really
fun.
nice.
Do you have to pee?
No. You really want that shared pee
No, I
moment.
don't. I don't want it. Do you have to? Let's fucking do
All right,
it.
goodbye,
Do it.
everyone. And
Bye.
enjoy your
Peace.
yeah, bye.